I come across a ton of weird consoles on this channel, man. I mean, we're talking anything from straight up banned consoles or even PS3s from viewers with weird features. I mean, that's not a real PS3, right? Well, you'll find out in this video where I show you a ton of crazy consoles I've seen over the past year from my series called
Gamer Garbage.
I've been sent a ton of Xbox consoles from viewers of the channel, and in this video, we're going to test and explore a bunch of them to see what I got. Now guys, here's the thing. I intentionally do not know what was sent to me, so each box will be a mystery, and we will be rating each item on a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being something that's really awesome and 10 being something that's totally garbage. So guys, welcome to an episode of
Gamer Garbage.
So we'll start with this massive box here, and I have no idea what's inside of it. Let's open it up and find out. Ooh, okay, so it appears we have what looks like a complete unboxed 360 and then a loose 360. And yep, guys, we got a black Elite 360, and holy crap, this thing is rough. First thing you notice is we have a ton of wear and tear here on the back. It appears like somebody was trying to open it up and maybe took a knife or a screwdriver and just tried to pry it up, and then this whole chunk just went kaput. And also, wait, what? What is that? It's not a great sign. But let's put that to the side and take a look at this box here. All right, so we've got a 360 here, the core system box. And honestly, I feel like I've never seen this variation of box before. It's like a different shade of green. Huh? Yeah, I've just never seen quite this edition of the box. But let's go ahead and open it up and see what is inside. And it looks like we have all our pamphlets here, including a Blades pamphlet. Oh boy, are we on Blades here? Not sure, but we'll test it out, of course. And we have our console nice and wrapped up here as well. That controller, wow, that's that is a rough controller. Kind of what I expect from 360 controllers here in 2025. And now we have the console here, and the first thing I noticed is we're missing all 4 rubber feet, which is really hard to do on a 360, so I'm not quite sure what happened here. And then looking at the back, we have a manufacture date of November 2005. So this, wait, hold on. Oh, yo, this manufacture date is before the console launch, which makes sense for the launch consoles because you gotta make them before they launch. But the 360 came out on November 22nd, 2005, and this was manufactured on 11/7/2005, so that's pretty cool to see. Let's put that to the side, and we'll go ahead and test the black one first and see what happens. All right, console plugged in. Let's see if it turns on. Oh, crap. Well, that's not good. We have Red Ring of Death. Wait, hold on. E68. Oh, pretty sure that's a bad hard drive. Let me pull the hard drive off. Oh yeah, and sure enough, it boots right up now. So just a bad hard drive, which I see a lot on 360s these days because it's, you know, it's been out forever, and we have GTA 4 in the disk drive. That's awesome. I don't know who sent this to me, but that's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and scroll around a bit. So we have GTA 4, of course. I really want to see what's on the hard drive, but we can't for obvious reasons. But let's go ahead and check out the storage here. Yeah, nothing there. Let's go ahead and boot up GTA 4 and just see if that works. And yep, it's loading up just fine. This console sounds very normal too, so I'm really not quite sure what was clanking around inside. I don't know if I want to know, but let's go back to the main menu, and I'm going to try to eject the disk drive and just see if it gets stuck. All right, here we go. And, oh, nope, perfectly fine. Disk looks pretty solid as well. That's, all right, I'll take it. Let me try this hard drive one more time. Yeah, that's not looking good. Oh, yep, there it goes. Red ring. All right, yeah, let's move on to the white Xbox now, which I feel like could be on Blades. Let's find out. All right, baby, we're plugged in here. Let's go ahead and turn her on. Please don't red ring. Please don't red ring. Come on. Come on, baby. Oh, it's something. Yes, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Blades. That's what I'm talking about, boys. Ooh, baby. Man, that is awesome. Let's go ahead and check out the profile to start with here. And we've got Player 1, Classic. Let's see if he has any kind of a cheat. Yo, wait, hold on. Why have I never seen a custom theme on the Blades dashboard? And you can see as you scroll through, it's got a different background for each tab here. And dude, that's so sick. Why did I not know that? But yeah, checking out the profile, we have 1 game played. Wow. The theme was cool, but now I can't read anything, so that's a little rough. Let's check out the games. Call of Duty 2. I guess it makes sense for testing purposes because you can only use old games on this thing. Let's throw in Call of Duty 2 here and see if it reads up. Pop out the disk tray here, and yeah, it works fine. And in case you guys don't know, if you use a newer game on the Blades dashboard, you can risk updating your console accidentally. So definitely don't do that if you don't want to upgrade from Blades. So we'll pop in Call of Duty 2, which I believe is a launch game, so we're definitely not going to upgrade anything here. And I mean, I'll be surprised if this thing reads up, but you know, we've seen crazier things. And yep, there it goes. Oh man, a Blades console in the box? Bro, that's crazy. But all right guys, let's put these consoles to the side and let's move on to our next box. Also, I almost forgot the Gamer Garbage score for this one. Totally a 1 out of 10, not garbage at all because we got Blades dashboard in a box, and then somehow this thing worked despite how it looks. not garbage. Now guys, I did want to note that although the consoles in this video are mysteries to me right now because I either shuffled them around or forgot what they were, I am going to dig through my email and basically credit each person who sent me a console. So this first one came from Ryan for free. I did provide him a shipping label to ship it to me. And if you guys want to send me something to be in a video exactly like this, I'll put a QR code on the screen or a link down below you can click. And by the way, anything I get for free, I won't be reselling to make money or anything. I'll be giving it away or keeping it for future content on the channel. So please reach out, and guys, let's move on. So I've had this box for a long time. I think somebody sent it to me. Again, no idea what's in it. Let's find out. All right, and what is this? We have a 360 Slim that's just falling apart with an Apple sticker and an Under Armour sticker on top. That's weird. We also have a, like an army green Xbox One S. I'm not sure if wait, what is that? That's gotta be blurred. Bro, what? It's... They're kissing. That's all I'll say. There's some more stuff going on there, but that's all I'll say. Also, we got this Broken Promises thing with the Santa's got his middle fingers up. Yeah, what am I looking at here, man? Let's go ahead and pull these all the way out. I can't stop laughing at this Xbox One, and I guess I should point out that the bottom piece is kind of just like something's wrong with it. Not quite sure what, but let's try to turn this thing on and see if it works. I imagine it probably won't. Yeah, power button does nothing. All right. Wait, it doesn't even click. There's no clicking from either one of these. Is there even an Xbox inside of this thing? What what is this thing? Wait, hold on. I don't think you'll be able to see this, but I'm like 95% sure there's no fan inside of there. Like, I think the fan was taken out. So somebody just sent this completely 4 parts console, which maybe that was the intention. I don't know. Like I said, this came in so long ago that I don't remember at this point. But let's go ahead and plug in the 360 next and see what happens. All right, plugged in here, and let's see what happens. Disk drive works, but yeah, take a gander at this. We've got the good old red dot of death. All right, well, I'm not gonna try to troubleshoot that. So yeah, I guess these consoles are awesome. Like, honestly, the stickers are hilarious. And you know, usually I call this a 10 out of 10 garbage because they're just straight 4 parts consoles, but they've got some character. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of slack here. We'll go with 5 out of 10. It's right in the middle. Now guys, I looked into this box and unfortunately could not find who they came from. I'm pretty sure somebody just sent them to me for free a long time ago. But let's move on. All right, so here in this box, I feel like I remember there being a 360 coming in this box, but I'm not quite sure. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Yep, that's a 360, and hold on. Wait, what? So on this side, we have a black hard drive and a black side piece. On this side, we have a normal gray side piece, which is also just cracked here. And the rest of the console is white, or I guess I should say yellow. It's pretty yellowed on top. But it seems to be a mix of just miscellaneous parts here, and also the faceplate is falling off, which is never a great sign. But then flipping to the back, it looks like we have a Falcon motherboard. I believe that Falcon sticker is from GameStop, if I'm not mistaken, which is not a great sign. But let's plug this bad boy in and see what happens. All right, so we're plugged in here, and I also noticed we have a sticker here on top that says Redragon or Red Dragon. Not sure what that's in reference to, but let's go ahead and see if this thing turns on. So 3, 2, 1. All right, there it goes. Finally on. I guess the faceplate was just not intact enough, so I didn't actually press the button. And also the fans are going crazy. Definitely from GameStop at some point because they probably bolt modded it. In case you don't know what a bolt mod is, it's basically a janky GameStop repair. And yeah, we got some profiles. Let's go. We got Aston, Blaze, Skylar like a boss with 8,500 gamer score. Not bad, not bad. We got the boss. And last but not least, we have Wanted Draco YT. Is that for YouTube? We'll try out Skylar here first and see what's up. Get worked. I like that spelling. That's cool. Last played Red Dead back in 2018 and GTA 5 in 2017. Far Cry 4, and of course, first played Hexag HD, because why not? Let's see if we got any games on this bad boy, and nothing. Yeah, it looks like it's mostly just save data here and some avatar items. All right, let's check out the other profile here that looks kind of interesting. So this guy here has a Minecraft profile photo. He's got a work hard, play harder. I ain't mad at it. And we got a bio of I clean pools. wait, hold on. 1, I clean pools. 2, I go by the saying, work hard, play harder, and sub to my YouTube, it's Wanted Draco. Yo, we gotta look this up. So I'm searching it and it just pulls up like 5,000 Harry Potter videos, which is, I guess, what you'd expect with that, putting that name in the title. I'll look a little harder later and see if I can find the YouTube channel here, but I don't see it at first glance. But I feel like I feel like I'm missing something here, so I'm gonna plug in my internet and try to connect to Xbox Live. I feel like this feels like a banned console. I don't know why, I get the feeling though. What? What? Ooh, I gotta take a step back for this. What is this? You guys have seen me boot up like 14 bajillion Xbox 360s in my day, and I have never seen this dashboard before. Open tray, recent, and a QR code. And now here it's just get my games, my apps, and settings. Xbox Live is not available on consoles in your region. What? What am I looking at, dude? It's not banned. It connects to Xbox Live, but it still has this weird menu where it says Xbox Live is not available in your region. What region is this? All right, so let's check this out. So language is English and our locale is other. Can we just change that to US? And now it's fine. What? All right, well, that was something. Let's go back to that actually and just try to play around with that a bit more and see what else this thing can do. So now trying Sweden, if I go back, you can see it's like a mix of English and I guess Swedish up there. Like, why is there just a random mix of stuff here? I don't quite understand. But I think the other is funny, so let's just scroll on with that and keep that. Yeah, that's... Let me scan the QR code actually. What does that what does that do? It literally just takes me to the consoles page where you can buy more consoles. So they're like, dude, your console's screwed. Go buy a new one. Oh man, thanks Microsoft. All right, guys, I guess next up we should try the disk drive, and yeah, it popped out just fine. Let's go ahead and put a disk inside and see if it reads. And it does not. Nice. Now this console was sent by Zanka. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. I apologize if I did not. And he actually said it was banned, but as we just saw, it looks like it wasn't banned. And I did pay $15 for this one. Now guys, garbage score here. I feel like we got another 5 out of 10 right down the middle, because like the console's kind of garbage because it doesn't work properly and it's got this weird dashboard, but at the same time the dashboard's interesting. So like kind of not garbage. I don't know, 5 out of 10 feels right. Let's move on. So guys, next up here we have another mystery box from our viewer. Let's see what's inside. Oh, we got a note. Let's go. Hello, here are the controllers and charger I have no use for. Hopefully they'll work. I also included a couple extra PS4 controllers and some older football games if anyone wants them. Respectfully, Chris. Yo, let's go, Chris. Thanks. I remember that name now. Wait, dude, he sent me a lot of stuff. So this is interesting. We'll take a look at that here in a second. But first we have a bunch of just random, PS4 Madden games. We got 16, 15, 21, and 17. We also have a, oh, wait, that's actually kind of interesting. It plugs into the front of your PS4 and then charges controllers. Kind of cool. And then we have a few more controllers here. We have a 360 controller that's completely missing the thumbsticks, which is kind of funny. And then a couple PS4 controllers as well, which appear to be in like the original, part of the original packaging. Assuming this is not knockoff. Yeah, that looks pretty legit. It's a bit dusty and dirty and whatever, and it looks definitely OEM. Now the one I'm most interested in is this one right here, and it's coming back to me now. I remember talking to Chris a few months ago about a brand new sealed 360 controller he had, and it sure enough, that looks sealed. Wow. I don't see like any wear and tear on the box or anything, so that's definitely a collector's item there. Oh wait, we got some nice corrosion down there on the battery, which is not surprising at all. Yeah, and looking these up, it looks like it goes for like $100. Honestly, not quite as much as I thought they'd be, but still, you know, that's crazy for a controller to go for $100. But guys, garbage score, totally a 1 out of 10. Because of this thing's awesome. Now guys, these controllers were sent by Chris. He did send them for free. I did provide him with a shipping label though, and I will be giving away the sealed controller at some point. I'm not sure how yet, but guys, let's go ahead and move on. Now guys, here we have a pretty interesting console. And actually before we go inside, you can see there are a lot of notes in this box. I'm not really quite sure what's going on here. It says, hello Jacob R, read me. So I guess we will read these. So it says, brand new sealed 360. Back in 2007, this console got sent back from Microsoft themselves. Replacement Xenon. So it's like new in some sense. He says, long story short, some unlucky person got Red Ring of Death. They sent their console in and then Microsoft sent this back, but it was never opened or used or anything. Okay, this one says, do not open. Well, I bought it to open, all right. This console's honestly confusing. After reading these notes, it made me more confused, but let's go ahead and see what's inside. All right, so opening this thing up, you can clearly see that the box itself wasn't sealed, or maybe it was sealed at some point in time. You can see he broke it to take photos and then sealed it back up to send it to me. And we have a little pamphlet here that comes straight from Microsoft, and oh, does this have some details? Yeah, it's one of those old letters from Microsoft that says, please accept our apologies for the inconvenience you have experienced by having to send your Xbox 360 in for repair. And the gesture of appreciation is a 1-month Xbox Live card, which is, oh, that's kind of cool. It's like sealed in a little packet there. Interesting. We also have a survey you can fill out and then I guess mail back to them. Wonder what they would do if I send it back to them now. Probably nothing, but let's go ahead and pull this thing out and you can see, definitely got the original packaging straight from Microsoft. Not quite sure I'd call this sealed. I mean, I guess maybe this packaging here is sealed. No, the bag here is definitely not sealed. Okay. It smells kind of musty. I guess that's not surprising. It's been sitting around since 2007, but the console itself, at first glance, looks really good. You can see here on the top, it's just like, yeah, no damage at all. And wow, yeah, here on the faceplate, you can see our flaps are all intact, which is, you don't see that too often. We even have the little clear piece of tape over the IR sensor there, and then the bottom looks great as well. And flipping to the back, sure enough, we have a manufacture date of 2006. Wait, hold on. Okay, so I guess this actually was just straight up a replacement, not a repair, because there is no service date or anything here, but 2006 Xenon console should be on blades, assuming it hasn't actually been plugged in and used and updated, which I don't know, the packaging is a little bit sketch, but let's go ahead and I guess plug this bad boy in and see what happens. Also, I just looked and I apparently paid $200 for this. I think I misunderstood what I was getting. I thought it was like actually sealed in a blades console of some sort, so I don't know. Let's turn it on and hopefully at least has blades on it. 3, 2, 1. Got power, watch it red ring. Honestly, would not be surprising at all. Oh, thank goodness. It's booting and it's definitely on an old dashboard. Blades or NXC, probably blades. Oh, thank goodness, it's on blades. All right, so that helps a little bit. And wow, it's never been set up. I mean, that's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever actually set up a Blade 360 from the beginning, so that's a cool experience here. Oh, and dude, this thing is so early in the game, there's no marketplace tab. So basically, if you didn't know, after a certain Blades update, they added a marketplace tab where you can go on the Xbox marketplace and buy games, download demos, that sort of thing, and it's not even on here because this is such an early version of the 360. Oh yeah, so it's on 4552. I'll put some more info on the screen about when that was released, but yeah, that's from like 2005, 2006. And $200 it's not outrageous. It's definitely a bit high, but it's whatever. Let's go ahead and try to open the tray up and see if that works properly. And wow, that is a pristine tray, man. Look at that. All right, let's go ahead and I guess toss a game inside and make sure it reads games. I'm gonna pull a fast one here and risk it for the biscuit here. Let's go ahead and toss in GTA 4, which if you learned earlier in the video, we could accidentally update the console, but it should prompt me first. Let's just see what happens. Okay, now, yep, this is the dangerous. We wanna make sure we're on no, don't update. And yeah, so as you can see, it won't let you play. But yeah, did not update, that's a great sign. Let's go ahead and pop in Call of Duty 2 though, and that one should work. Oh, and dude, I feel hot air coming out the back, which is strange because the thermal paste is like 20 years old now, but I'll take it. Usually these old consoles are pushing out cold air. And yeah, as you can see, boots right up, works perfectly fine. Now guys, for garbage score on this one, I feel like I gotta go 7 out of 10 because I feel like I overpaid by quite a good margin on this one. Let me know what you think, but guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Man, I've had viewers of the channel send me some wild stuff in the past, you know, anything from a 360 console I've never seen before to an OG Xbox with somebody's old video collection on it, if you know what I mean. But today, I have mystery PS3 consoles from viewers of the channel that really just take things to a whole nother level, as you'll see, and we'll test and explore each one of them to see how good or bad they are. Guys, welcome to an episode of
Gamer Garbage.
Yo, what? Hold on. Yo, wait, this is sick. I did not know I was getting a PS3 backpack. Yo, what? Yo, this is actually awesome, but let's see what's inside of this little knapsack here. So first of all, we have a blue controller. Ooh, that's pretty slick. Hold on, we even got some games in here. We've got Tomb Raider with the Blockbuster sticker. We got The Blob 2. Got another controller, got some cords here. And last but not least, we do have a console in here, and oh boy. Oh, yo! It's a backwards compatible one. No way. That's what I'm talking about. We got stickers on it and everything, and honestly, it's not in great condition, but it's not bad. It's got a little bit of scuffing and scratching here. Now, the warranty seal is gone on the side, so I'm not sure if some work's been done on this console or not. And then flipping to the back, it looks like we have an AO1. So this is the good backwards compatible console, guys. Let's go ahead and plug it in though and see what happens. All right, plugged in. Let's go ahead and see if this thing turns on. We got a red light there. Got power. All right, guys, we are booted up here. We even have a special little theme, as you can see there from the icons. We got some friends. We got PlayStation Network here. We've got some games, maybe. Let's actually just start by seeing when this thing was last played. And nothing. Okay, so I guess whoever sold this to me just got rid of all the data, which is fine. It's kind of the smart thing to do. But we got Rabbit on here, who is the profile. And checking out the system info, we're on 4.91, so fairly recent. It's also got a terabyte of storage. Dude, what? But let's go ahead and put a game inside, see if that works. So we'll start with the Blob 2 here. Take a look at this bad boy, and yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and toss it inside. And yeah, sure enough, guys, the game boots right up, as you can see here. Now let's go back, and I'm curious if PS2 and PS1 games work, because sometimes those have issues on backwards compatible PS3. So let's go ahead and try that out. I have Tomb Raider here, again, a Blockbuster sticker and everything. And what is this? Hold up, do we have a surprise? Yo, we got Dino Crisis in here as well. What? That's so random. But let's go ahead and try this PS2 game first, put it in the disk drive, and see if this bad boy works. All right, gotta create our save data here, and come on, baby. Come on, boot up, please. And indeed, we are booted up here into Tomb Raider, and it's working fine. Now, we are pushing out some hot air out the back too, which is a good sign, and it's really not ramped up that much at all yet. So I don't know if this thing was opened up and maybe thermal paste replaced, or who knows what, but it's clearly like in pretty solid condition for a backwards compatible PS3 at this point in time. And I guess we ought to test our internet as well, so I put in my Ethernet cable here, and sure enough, no problems at all. I'm looking it up in my email trying to figure out the backstory here, and I found that it actually came from a guy named Joe who sent it to me for free, and he actually got it for only 30 bucks from a flea market. He had no idea what the condition was, and it turns out it works great. So no question about it, this is definitely a 1 out of 10 garbage score. Not garbage at all. This thing is awesome. Let's move on. So moving on from the backpack and the backwards compatible PS3, let's go ahead and open up this box right here, which I believe has another PS3 in it. Again, not sure what exactly it is, but let's open it up and see what's inside. All right, guys, so first thing in this box, we have a note. It says, "Hey, Jacob, love the channel. Here is the gross PS3 I emailed you about." Oh my goodness, I remember this now. Here we go. This is, "I'm not responsible for any grossness or bugs that come out." Ha. I do remember now this guy sent this to me for free, so let's see what's up with it. All right, so we kind of get our first glimpse at the top of this thing. It's, yeah, pretty filthy. Honestly, I've seen worse, but let's keep exploring this thing. All right, bottom of it's not terrible. It's got some, like, dust bunnies and stuff, and the back has some additional dust bunnies, as you can see here. Honestly, it's like, yeah, it's pretty filthy. Not the worst I've seen, surprisingly. It looks like a desert. Let's go ahead and plug it in and just see what happens. Let's go ahead and turn this thing on so it's plugged in, see if it works. Honestly, it'll probably work fine because that's just typically how it goes with dirty PS3s. And then the really clean ones will just like not work at all. It's just how it goes. All right, file system is corrupted. You don't see that all too often, but all right. So it's gotten stuck on 10% restoring, and I have a vague recollection of this console having a bad hard drive too. Let me just go back to the email chain. Yep, here it is. So he said his coworker gave this to him and said it had a bad hard drive, and then Josh here was gonna try to fix it, but then he saw how dirty it was and just said, I'm gonna send it off to Jacob R and let him deal with it. So yeah, it does appear this thing needs a new hard drive. So let's go ahead and try to fix that issue and see if we can get this thing fully working. So we'll start by taking the screwdriver out, and then we should be able to pop the hard drive out. Ooh. Wait a second, you guys aren't ready for this. Oh my goodness. Yep, there it is. All right, so top of the hard drive is just filthy there, and yeah, there it is. Let's go ahead and just grab another hard drive, throw it in there, and see what happens. All right, so I took these 4 screws out here, and this hard drive should just come out of place now, like so, pops out. And I'm gonna do something kind of goofy here. I have a 120 gig hard drive that came actually out of a 360, so I'm gonna pull that out, and it's the same form factor and everything, so it should be fine. Let's go ahead and throw this in the casing here and pop it in. All right, hard drive back in, console plugged in. Let's go ahead and turn it on. I believe we'll need a USB stick with the update file on it to complete this process, but let's go ahead and just see what happens first. Yep, so we need a flash drive. We need to put on 4.85 or later. We'll plug it in, and then it should boot up just fine, update itself. Boom, baby, there we go. All right, so I did the whole formatting process, the updating process, everything, and now we are back to the main menu. Let's go ahead and see if we can boot this thing up and if it actually works, and if it'll read games. I haven't even tried that yet, so we'll get to that in a second. All right, guys, booted right up. Let's go ahead and pop this MW2 inside, and hopefully it'll pull it in. Let's see what it does. Wow, okay, that's actually a whole lot better than I expected from how dirty this thing is, but I'll take it, and it's going. Come on, baby, come on, come on. Yo. Yeah, this thing is launching right up. I swear, the dirtier the console, the better the games work. Hey guys, garbage core for this one, I feel like is not quite at a 1 out of 10, even though it did work. It's pretty dang dirty, and I had to repair it some, so I'll go with 4 out of 10. It's not bad because it is fully working now, but guys, 4 out of 10 is fair. Let's move on. All right, guys, got another PS3, I believe, in here from a viewer. Again, not quite sure what's inside, but we'll find out. All right, we got some, I guess that's packaging. Oh, wait. What's in here? Hold on. Oh, it should be like a PSP or something. What? No. Yo, it's part of the disk drive. Okay, so I guess there's something wrong with this PS3 maybe. All right, so PS3 is here. We also have a little piece of paper with some notes here. It says, hey Jacob, this PS3 powered on when it was last tested, but the disk drive is toast. Here's a hope you can fix what looks like a not so pretty console. Your buddy Vince. Thanks, Vince. All right, so this one definitely came for free as well. I'll have to go and verify, but let's go and take a closer look at this PS3 console itself, and oh, that's not a great sign to start with. All right, so on the side here, wow, this piece is just falling apart. Also, the top piece is dislodged, which is not surprising considering the disk drive is toast, as he said. Oh yeah, what in the world? Also, I should mention, this is a backwards compatible PS3. Yo, another one? Hold on, what model number is this? It's another A01, which is the good one. So I guess, guys, before I actually start, like, what in the world happened here? There's just pieces falling out of the disk drive here. I guess before I try to actually troubleshoot it, I'll just boot this thing up without the disk drive and see what it does. All right, plugged in, and also I don't recommend doing this because this is just don't do it. But let's go ahead and press the power button. It's so goofy pressing that as a power button, but let's see if it boots. All right, guys, and after a little bit of a corruption warning, it did finally boot up here, and yeah, it looks good. Let's see if we have any save data on this thing. We got nothing there. We do have a profile, maybe a couple profiles. No, just one. Now, let's go to system settings next, though, and see what version we're on. So 4.88, we got 60 gigs, which matches up with an A01 here. All right, so other than that, there's nothing on this console, just the broken disk drive, but it is working, and let's see, it is pushing out some hot air, which is surprising as always. And I'm looking at this disk drive, and I just noticed that I think I can see part of the issue at least. It looks like this little cable right here is just completely snapped. And I'm pretty sure that cable connects to this PCB, which detects when you put a disk in, and then it tells the motors to like basically pull it in. And also I noticed this thing is just like, yeah, it's just completely taken apart. And oh my goodness, what is this? There's like little, yeah, there's pieces everywhere. Honestly, I don't want to troubleshoot this specific disk drive because there could be pieces that have already fallen out that I just don't know about. But I think what we can do is try to swap the daughter board, which is this PCB down here, to a new disk drive and basically put it in place, and it should just work fine. So let me see if I can find another disk drive to put in there. All right, guys, so I have somewhat of a temporary solution. Let me just explain. So first I have the disk drive that came came with this console that's already opened up, as you can see, and I went ahead and took the daughter board off the back, which basically you just unplug a bunch of ribbon cables and then it frees it up. And I'm going to take the disk drive from the first console in this video, which is also the model of a CECH A01, and we're going to swap that one into this console and just see if it works for temporary purposes. So let's just swap the new disk drive in and see if that fixes the issue. Now what we do need to do first is put the daughter board from this specific console onto this disk drive here, so it marries it together so it'll actually work. Otherwise it will just do nothing. All right guys, so daughter board from this console is now into the new disk drive here. And one more thing I just noticed, on the ribbon cable that connects the motherboard to the daughter board here, I noticed there's actually some just some fraying here on the ribbon cable. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the ribbon cable off of the good console as well, just for testing purposes. All right, now we have the ribbon cable plugged in. We also got to plug in this little cable here. And guys, console's plugged back in, so fingers crossed this will work. Let's go ahead and turn it on. And I hear the disk drive doing something. Okay, let's go ahead and take a game and try to toss it in here. Come on, pull it in. Yes, that's a good start. Hey, there it is. Come on, boot up, baby. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That was honestly a really easy fix. First time I've ever done that before, but basically you just swap the daughter board into a good disk drive, plug it in, and it's good to go. Garbage score for this one, I'm gonna go with a 3 because like it's not one level because it needed some work, but it was free, so it's like pretty close. But guys, let's move on to our next console. All right, so next up, I do know what's in this box. It's some sort of modded PS3. I'm not quite sure how it's modded, but I think I paid like $100 for it. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Oh. Yikes. All right, well, there's just barely any packaging, so hopefully this thing's not damaged. Oh my goodness, what is... Wait, hold on, guys. What is this? All right, guys, so it looks like it's physically modded at least. We have a cutout on top, and I'm not quite sure what that cutout is. I don't know, it's just squiggly lines. And then there's clearly some LEDs inside, so it lights up in some form or fashion. I also, oh wait, there's LEDs on the side there and on the bottom as well. That's so random, but I guess interesting. And also, something is rattling. That's not ideal. What is this? Oh, that's the power for our LEDs. There's a power port on the side. Yo, this is kind of funny, actually. And then, of course, we have the good old smashed up GameStop case with 2K13 inside. Nice. And then we have a random controller here. Looks like a third-party controller that lights up, I would assume. Kind of cool. And I'm not sure, I don't have a power supply for our lights. But we do have a random USB in the front. What is going on with this thing? Let me just plug it in and see what happens. So console's plugged in, and I noticed the power port is pretty loose. Like the little piece inside of there is just dislodged a bit. So not ideal, but we have a red light. Let's go ahead and turn it on and see what happens. And yeah, no LEDs because I don't have a power supply. So let me see if I can find one that fits. All right, guys, so console is booted up, as you can see here on the screen. But first, before we play around with the software on this thing, I found a power supply that will fit the plug on the side here. Now, here's the thing. The LED strip appears to be 12 volts, as you can see right there. And our power supply is 9 volts, so it should still do something. It just probably won't be at full power, but let's try it. All right, I am fully prepared for some magic smoke here, but let's go ahead and see what happens. And nothing. I guess that's not too surprising. All right, well, I just bought a 12-volt power supply from Amazon that should come tomorrow, and then we'll test out the LED functionality. But guys, let's go ahead and explore our software here. Nice. All right, the controller is plugged in, and the wire is super loose. And taking a look at it, you can just see the entire charging port is just loose there. So this controller is just completely jacked up. All right, back to old trusty over here. All right, now we are booted up, and sure enough, looks like it's modded because we can see all of our IP addresses here in the corner that you don't see on a normal PS3. Then we have some profiles here with one a Sprite question mark, Magic's Mamba. Okay. We have online and offline, which I would assume is maybe one profile is actually for playing online in case you need a stealth server. I don't know if that's a thing, to be honest, but let's start with one a Sprite here and see what's going on. Oh baby, 125 titles. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, Super Nintendo games. Nice, nice. These are not even legit games. They're just hacks. That's funny. Then you have some that are actually like real Super Nintendo games. Let's go ahead and keep scrolling through there and see what else is on this bad boy. So some Genesis games as well. Game Boy, nice. Pokemon. PS Ninja. I'm not quite sure what that is. I'm not well versed in the PS3 hacking scene. So we're gonna find out what's going on here. We also, what is this? Trash GTA Mod Manager. Okay, well, let's go ahead and boot up one of these. What is this? The Big Boo's Legion hack. Y'all, we gotta try that. Let's boot up this game and just see if it works. Our quest is to defeat the evil Big Boo. Gotta say, playing a Super Nintendo game with a PS3 controller just feels wrong, and that's definitely why I'm dying. Let's go back though and explore some more. All right, so it looks like we also have some PS3 games. We got 5 PS3 games here, like Call of Duty, GTA 5, Spider-Man Edge of Time, Ultimate Marvel, and then 1 PS2 game, which is Ultimate Spider-Man, 0 PS1 games, and no PSP, no Blu-ray. Okay. Now next I want to try out the Magic's Mamba profile and see if this person played anything. And oh, we got a little bit of a different format here with all the games just kind of spread out. It looks like this guy was last playing 2K13 back in 2019. Dude, I love how we have a modded PS3 and the only save data is 2K13. Just in 2019 of all things. Oh, and our online profile has a special theme in the background. That's cool. I'm feeling like this one played online. Yeah, GTA 5. Wait, hold on. What is this? 100% complete, modded by Epic 4 Gamers. Can we play that? What is that? All I see is the normal GTA 5, and maybe the hacks are already loaded into it, but let me just keep exploring here. All right, we got a message box, and yo, this is sick. We got the sent, received, and yo, we got some stuff. Hold up. Not much though, just some game invites and whatever. Yeah. Now I guess it'd be right to try some PS3 games because we're playing on a PS3 right now. So let's go ahead and try to boot up. Let's just do GTA 5 and see what happens. Hold on, it took me to a website, bro. What? Let's try this app out because I'm pretty sure this is actually the modded menu where we can probably launch games and stuff. Yeah, there it is. All right, that's more familiar. So we can see everything now. It's got the slightly different X and B. Let's go back and try to launch a game now. Oh, we got GTA 5 up. We got the modded menu here. You can see you press D-pad right and then square and it'll pull up the mod menu. Yo, teleportation. Yo, what? Oh, can I just spawn a helicopter? Hold up. Yep, there it is. I'm just spawning cars inside of this building. That's insane. All right, well, clearly this works and there's lots of mod options, which are cool to see because I've never used these before in GTA 5. But let's go back and pop an actual game in the disk drive and see if that works. We got good old 2K13 here. All right, well, it just shows GTA 5 instead of the game that I put in the disk drive. I bet that has to do with, let me just go back to the modded menu here. Or maybe it'll just freeze. That's an option as well, because that appears to be what happened. All right, well, after a console restart, this game is working now. So software works fine. It's just a little bit, there's just a ton of stuff on it. And it's just normal PS3 modded stuff. But guys, once I get this power supply in, I'm gonna try the LEDs and we'll see how those look. All right, guys, I don't think you're ready for this, but I finally got my 12-volt power supply. We're gonna plug it in and see what it does. Come on, please turn on. Please turn on. Oh, baby, I don't know what happened, but it finally turned on, and holy crap, these lights are bright. Hold on. All right, guys, this is super jank, but honestly, it's kind of cool. I still don't know what these symbols here are on the top. It just looks like a bunch of squiggles, and you can see we have red lights coming out there. If you look at it from an angle, though, it's pretty neat. And I actually like the underglow here. It's, again, very jank. You know, if you look at it, it's just like random LEDs kind of stuck on the bottom there, and it's got a lot of crinkles and stuff or whatever, but if you look from the top, it's actually pretty neat. And honestly, the overhead camera here probably does the best job of showing what the whole thing looks like. So honestly, not as bad as I thought it'd be. Now guys, I'm looking back at my email with Oscar here, who sold me this for $100, which I think $100 is not bad for just a modded PS3, completely ignoring the lights and everything here. I honestly had no idea the lights were even here, like the photos. I didn't zoom in enough on the photos to see there were like cutouts and stuff. And so for garbage score, I'm thinking 5 out of 10. You know, it's cool on one hand, but on the other hand, it is very jank. So I think right in the middle is the right spot. But guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to send me something to be in a video, scan the QR code on the screen or click the link down below and fill out the form and let me know if you have something. I'll give you a free shipping label if you want to send me something for a video like this. But guys, again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. I spent over $1,000 on mystery PS3 consoles, and in this video, we're gonna unbox them, test them out, and see if we can find some rare stuff. Now the thing with mystery PS3 consoles is sometimes you'll find some insane things like a disk drive with money inside or even a PS3 with some strange mods, but let's see what we find in today's episode of
Gamer Garbage.
All right, well, I got the packaging out, packaged up pretty well, and we've got a PS3 Slim here that looks pretty good at first glance. Now let's go ahead and plug it in and see what happens. The console's booting, yo, yes. Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. We got some stuff on here too. We got the PlayStation Home app, nice. We got Life with PlayStation, dude. Vague recollection of that. I've never actually used it, but I remember just like seeing this back in the, what, 2010, 2008, something in that era. Let's go ahead and just start with that and see if this thing even boots. I don't even know what it is. I just remember seeing this tagline. Oh, is it actually booting? What? Yeah, we're here and we cannot connect to server. You can see some random cities like Houston, Atlanta, Washington, New York. Apparently none of the globe is lit up though. Everything is dark. General settings, temperature, help, and about. What is this? You can use your music, folding at home priority. What is that? Autopilot? I don't know what this is, but I can just hear the music and I feel a rush of nostalgia. Square to change channel. What does that mean? Live channel and folding at home. Yeah, I don't know what this is. So I don't know, maybe seeing Life with PlayStation is very rare on a PS3 these days. Let me know if you still have it on your PS3, but yeah, let's go back and explore some more. So we also got some games here. Let's go Mafia 2 demo. We got Madden NFL 11 demo and Mortal Kombat 2. Love to see it. Last played GTA 4 in 2013. Yo, this, oh, on September 22nd. This person definitely stopped playing their PS3 and started playing PS4. When did the PS4 come out? November, right? Oh yeah, we got PlayStation Home settings data and Harbor Studio data here. That's sick from 2010. No photos or anything. Let's see what kind of software version we're on here. Oh, 4.55. Oh, that's a little old. Not super old, but it's old. User Rafa is the user here. All right, let's go ahead and pop a game inside though and see if this thing will read games. I sure hope so, because this thing is a jackpot so far. And pulls them in nicely, okay. And yeah, game boots right up. All right guys, this console's good to go. I'll list it down below for sale if you wanna check it out. Or QR code on the screen. And in terms of gamer garbage score, this is definitely a 1 out of 10. It's not garbage at all, because it's got the what was it, the PlayStation Life? Yeah, Life with PlayStation. Just, I don't know, kind of sick to see on a console. So here I have what appears to be a PS3 Slim and some games. I have no clue where this came from. It's just sitting on my shelf. So let's open it up and see what we got. Okay, we got a decent game on top. We got NBA Jam, got GTA 4, Ghost Recon, and a PAL game. That's yeah, that's interesting. And oh my gosh, the game looks horrible. What happened? Also have a controller here which looks disgusting, or we have two controllers actually. This one is decent. It's got like a sticker residue there on the back. It's all beat up. Man, this thing's been used like crazy. This one, I don't even want to touch the analog sticks because they just, you can just see those. Those things look disgusting. And of course, we also have the console here, which, wow, dude, this thing has all 4 rubber feet. But other than that, it looks mostly fine. Let's plug it in and see what happens. Please work. Oh, there's a game inside. Yo, let's go. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's see what it is. Come on, baby. We got, what? Veronica Mars Disc 6. What is this? I have never heard of this show, but it looks like it's a, yeah, TV show. That's something, and the disc looks perfect. You just never know what you're gonna find on these things, man. Boot it up here. Let's go ahead and scroll around and see. Oh, we got some stuff here. We got a manual. We got The Last of Us downloaded. Nice. We'll see if that actually works. Also got Ratchet and Clank here. Got some... The screen just flashed. All right, we're back now. Corrupted Data, and then Sonic Adventure. That's random, but all right. Doesn't look like there's any photos or anything. We got one profile named E. Nice. Then we have 120 gigs. 4.87 is the firmware, and no messages or anything. All right, let's go ahead and pop a game in first. And well, actually, there's already a game inside. Is it reading? Oh, that's not good. There's a game inside, but it's not doing anything. Or sorry, not a game. It's a DVD. But let's go ahead and pop in. I don't know. Let's pop in NBA Jam and see what that does. Okay, it's trying to read. Oh, there it is. Okay, so what? Why is the DVD not working, but the game boots up just fine? And yeah, the game boots right up. That's, okay, I'll take it. Let's go ahead and try out some of these other digitally downloaded games though and see if those work. Cause I mean, like, it's kind of sick if The Last of Us will actually boot up here. And it has to, wait, it's not installed. What? Okay, apparently now it's actually installed. Let's go ahead and see if it'll boot now. Okay, well actually it says I have to press X to sign in and then start downloading the game content, so maybe I can't play this. Let me try out Ratchet and Clank as well, just to see if that's any different. Oh, this wants me to install 19 gigabytes? No way, and I can't cancel it. You gotta be kidding me. It literally won't let me turn it off. Just gotta do the dirty. Let's unplug it. Oh, it created some corrupted data since I unplugged it, and I bet the same thing happened to the last person that tried this, where they were like, I don't want to sit here for hours installing, so it's just a bunch of corrupted data. Let's try out Sonic Adventure, because it looks like that one's actually installed. Yeah, that's working. That's cool. Now, in terms of garbage score, I think I'm gonna go 4 out of 10, because it is closer to not being garbage at all than actually being garbage, but this thing is dirty, so like I can't go 1 out of 10. 4 out of 10 feels fair. Let's move on. Now guys, I'm excited for this one because we have a very rare PS3 from Goodwill inside this box. Let's open it up and you'll see what it is. Packaging is a little rough here. Hopefully it's in decent condition. All right, got a power cable here and we've got the console here. We even have a note on top that says 20 gigabyte, does it say works? It says CECH B01. Now, I don't trust anything that says working on Goodwill because they don't, sometimes they say working and they just turned it on and didn't actually test anything. So let's first take a look at the back here. You can see it says CECH B01 as I just said, and this thing's rare. This is the very first edition of the PS3, and you can tell by looking at it because it's only got black trim. There's no silver trim or anything along the front here, which I think looks the best. I like the black trim better than the silver trim. And of course, it's backwards compatible. I believe this front flap, actually no, it doesn't open up. But yeah, just very cool console. And taking a look at this thing, it's actually in decent condition. Warranty seal is still intact, which means nobody's been inside of it and messed with it, at least hopefully not. But guys, I guess let's just go ahead and plug this thing in and cross our fingers it works because I paid a lot of money for this thing. We'll see. All right guys, plugged in, let's flip the switch on. We got a red light down here, please turn on. Okay, I got live so far. And I haven't heard any yellow light of death beeping yet, so that's a good sign. Let's go, it's actually booted up and it's actually factory reset. So maybe they did actually test this and factory reset it. Let's go ahead and test it out ourselves though. And in case you guys didn't know, this model of the PS3 actually does not have Wi-Fi. It's only got Ethernet capability, so we'll go ahead and plug in our internet cable here. The attempt to attain an IP address is timed out. What? Now, I'm kind of hoping this is on a really old dashboard, because that actually has happened for me before from buying a backwards compatible PS3 from way back in the day. I was on like 1.01 or something. I'll show a video on the screen of when that happened. But this looks like it could be a little old based on the colors. Let me just check. Ooh, 4.31. That's fairly old. Most of the ones I see are 4.8 or later. So 4.31, and of course only 20 gigs of space in this bad boy, which is crazy to think about. But let's go ahead and just start with a PS3 game. Slide this bad boy in. Hopefully it'll accept it and read it. We'll also test out PS2 and PS1 games here in a second, but let's see if this PS3 game reads first. Yeah, this game's loading up, and it wants me to do an update, which I don't really want to do right now, so we'll just go back and test out a PS2 game next. And yeah, sure enough, our PS2 game is loading up as well. I can't actually play because I have a third-party controller, which you can't use on PS2 games on a PS3 like this, but let's go ahead and go back and test out our PS1 game next. And yeah, sure enough, PS1 game boots right up, and guys, this console's an anomaly. It's not very often you see backwards compatible PS3s like this working without an issue. I mean, it reads all the games, it boots up just fine, and even the fans are not ramped up yet, which is like not typical at all. Usually these things are ramped up to max speed after like 10 or 15 minutes in my experience, but I mean, hey, I'll take it all day. And just exploring a bit, we of course have the PlayStation Home icon here, which is just a little bit nostalgic to see. But guys, you want to check this console out, I'll list it on my website down below for sale, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. And guys, this console is awesome. I really wish I could keep it because it's my favorite version, but I got so many other backwards compatible PS3s. I do not need this one for myself. So go check it out. Highly recommend taking it apart, cleaning it out, replacing thermal paste, maybe delidding it if you know how to. But yeah, guys, check it out. Let's move on. Okay, so next up, guys, we've got a little change of pace here. We have an item from Goodwill. Apparently, it's a quote-unquote special edition PSP. I don't really remember. This note's from like a year ago. So yeah, let's see what's inside of here. What? First of all, we have like 4 UMDs just kind of smashed in the back, and of course these little cases. You guys know with UMDs, the little pieces just kind of get squished in and they get messed up. We got MLB 18, or no, MLB 10 to show, that makes sense. Also got FIFA 07 with a piece of scotch tape on it. Garuman, what the heck is that? And also got a wrestling game, and dude, this thing stinks. Oh man, it reeks of cigarettes. And then look at this thing. Oh my gosh. I don't know if this is a real special edition PSP or if somebody kind of just Frankenstein this thing, but it's red on the back, it's black on the front with red buttons, and this thing is horrible. It's in horrible condition. So it straight up looks like somebody just rubbed this on like a driveway or something, and then the screen is also all nicked up and scratched up, and also, as you saw, there's no battery here, so let me go ahead and try to find a battery, stick it in, and see if this thing will even turn on. All right, battery's in. This thing appears to be charging up. Let's go ahead. Oh, well, sometimes it does. There it goes. All right, let's see if this thing turns on, please. Oh, yo, there's no shot. There's no way this is turning on. Wait, also, I just heard a UMD in there as well. Hold up. What's in the back of here? There's no way. Oh my gosh, you guys will not believe what's inside of this thing. I don't even know if I want to show you. This is so bad. No, I'm gonna close that up. You guys don't need to see that. That's just bad. All right, let's go ahead and see if this thing will boot up all the way. All right, brightness up, and we got our nice little cookie theme there with a red background. Dude, man, I haven't played PSP in a hot minute. This is so nostalgic. Let's go ahead and see if you got any other themes here. Just our classic tasty treat. Also on 6.60. I don't know if that's old or new. Let me look that up real quick. Looks like it's not terribly old, but guys, I gotta show you what the back looks like because it's making noises. Just look at this. You're not ready for this. Oh my goodness. This person took a disc out of the UMD casing, slid it under the metal bar into the little disc piece right there, and oh my goodness. This is horrible. How do I get it out? Will it even come out? Oh, and the whole UMD piece in the back is just coming apart now. Oh, that's awesome. Wow, I had to pull it out from the bottom. Yeah, God of War, Ghost of Sparta. All right, yeah, that's probably not ever gonna work again. Oh my goodness. All right, let's throw in an actual game here. So we'll throw in SmackDown versus Raw here, see if this actually works. If it does, I'm gonna like, I don't know, I'm gonna, I don't wanna say what I'm gonna do if this thing works because I don't think it'll work. It's trying, it sure is trying. Yeah, that one's not working. Let me try another one over here and see if it'll work. Yeah, again, it's trying, but it's not working. All right, that's not surprising. But this thing, dude, there's nothing else to really test on this thing. I'm gonna give it a little bit of slack because it's kind of cool, the color scheme here, but this thing is straight garbage. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 garbage score because it's bad. But if you want to check it out, I'll list it down below for sale, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. Guys, yeah, let's move on. So I have this massive box here, and there's supposed to be only 3 Goodwill PS3s inside, but let's open it up and see what's actually inside. Oh no. You gotta be kidding me. Packing peanuts. Please don't ship with packing peanuts. Just like, don't do it. I have a giant mess. I'm not even to the consoles yet, but this is the definition of pure gamer garbage. I mean, come on, man. All right, finally onto the first PS3. It had a lot of padding, so it should be safe, but this thing's kind of beat up with some like paint marks or something. That's weird. Warranty seal is intact, which is good to see, but it's not a backwards compatible console here. Wait, hold on. No, it is. Oh, it is. It's an A01. Yo, let's go. I actually did not even realize that. That's sick. I hope it works. I think it's untested, so probably gonna get the yellow light of death, but hopefully not. All right, and next up we got another fat PS3. Now this one does not have the silver trim, so definitely not a backwards compatible PS3. But warranty seal is still intact, and this thing also has like some paint marks or something on the bottom, and it's a KO1, so that's like a 40 or 80 gig, I think. All right, and last but not least, here we have a Slim, which feels suspiciously light. That's weird, but the warranty seal is intact, so I guess it hasn't been opened up. And of course, rubber foot missing. I seriously cannot remember the last time I got a PS3 Slim without a rubber foot missing. Like every time there's one missing. But yeah, let's go ahead and actually just start with this one, plug it in and see what happens. All right, console plugged in, we got a red light. Let's see if it actually turns on. Hallelujah, let's go. Now it looks like it's actually factory reset. Yeah, it is. Oh, interesting. And also I paid $200 for all three of these, which is a great deal if they work. If they work. Let's put a game inside and see if this bad boy will suck in the game. It looks pretty clean, so I imagine it probably does. Yep, there. Perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and see if it reads. Yep, loads up immediately. It's booting up. Let's go check how many gigs we got now. 4.81, we got 320 gigs. Nice, not bad at all. Okay, so this PS3 is great. I mean, if you want to check it out, I'll list it down below. But guys, let's go ahead and move on to this next PS3 here. We're gonna test out the one that's not backwards compatible first, see what it does. So I had to plug it in, and I noticed the entire trim piece is just like falling off. That's awesome. All right, we got a red light here. I'm scared. We're gonna get the yellow light of death. Oh, we're good so far. Whew. Yep, there it is. In case you're curious, boots up, sits here for like 3 seconds, and wait. Oh, nope, there it is. Well, on to the next one here, and please, oh man, please work. If this one doesn't work, I'm in the hole like $150. So, all right, everybody at home, do it with me. Cross your fingers. Come on, come on. We got a red light. Come on. Cross your fingers for me, please. It's going. It's booting. Yes, we got life. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. Thank you for crossing your fingers for me. It worked. We're booting up. Well, we're not quite there yet. Let's just give it a second. Oh, here we go. Now we can celebrate. We're booted up. Oh, we got the A01 working fine so far. Now we got to make sure this thing doesn't like turn off at some point. We got Twitch. We got Twitch downloaded for the PS Vita here. Bro, what? That's random. But let's go ahead and explore a bit. And yeah, Twitch there. Any photos or videos? Nothing there. Let me go ahead and start with our system details here, actually. Yep, so we got a 60 gig hard drive, which matches up also on 4.82, which is a bit older in terms of software. We got Lindsay, who was playing this console. Okay. Lindsay, all she played was The Sims 3 in 2018. So maybe this thing hasn't had too much playtime on it and it still runs well? Hopefully. Let's put a game inside first and see what happens. So of course it is backwards compatible, so it works with PS1 and PS2 games as well, but we'll start with the PS3 game, see what it does, and wow, the mechanism pulling it in is actually pretty smooth too. There it is. 2 seconds later. Booting right up. All right, let's go back and put in a PS2 game next. And yeah, game comes out perfectly fine as well. We'll try out a silverback disc next for the PS2. Oh, actually, we got some internal memory cards for the PS1 and PS2, so I'm kind of curious what they played. Also, dude, they played The Sims 3 for PS3. Also played The Sims 2 for PS2 on their PS3. I respect the dedication. Also got, oh, Thrillville, off the rails. Oh, that's interesting. And also played some Spyro 3. Nice, that's cool. All right, there's the game. Let's see if it boots. Yeah, game's booting up here as well. Now the fans are ramping up just a little bit. Not bad, but they are ramping up. And then of course, last but not least, we'll try out a PS1 game here. And yeah, PS1 game's working. Now, as I mentioned, the fans are ramping up a bit more, which is pretty typical with a console like this. But anyways, guys, you want to check this thing out, I'll list it down below for sale on my website, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. But let's go ahead and move on to some more gamer garbage. And actually, I gotta rate these things. First of all, this one right here, not garbage at all. The first one, 1 out of 10. This one right here, also 1 out of 10. Not garbage at all. This one though, 10 out of 10. I hate the yellow light of death. It's straight 10 garbage, plus the packing peanuts. Ew, brother. Now guys, if you enjoy the Gamer Garbage series and you want to be featured in a video, make sure to scan the QR code on the screen or click the link down below. If you got a cool console you want to send me, sell me, whatever, click it, let me know. I've got plenty of people that sell me whole collections. I've also got a lot of people that send me free consoles that they just don't want anymore or want to see in a video, and I provide them with a free shipping label. I show them in the video, and then I give those consoles away. I don't actually keep them for myself. So let me know if you got something good, but let's move on. Now in this box, it should have a PS3 Slim from Goodwill. Let's open it up though and see what's inside. And yes, that appears to be a PS3 Slim, and oh my goodness, what is going on here? This thing is like covered in just speckles, almost looks like watermarks. I don't know where that came from. And we have a sticker down here, and oh wait, actually this is a sticker from the Goodwill Tech Shops. So if you guys don't know, Goodwill actually does have some tech stores across the country that sell like consoles and monitors and PCs and stuff in person. And I recognize this sticker. So it looks like it started at 70 bucks and then it drops down by like 10 bucks or so every few months. This is from 2023. So this thing hasn't been used in a long time. Also got a lot of like Pokemon stickers and stuff on the top, and then the bottom is missing this flap here, which is not a great sign. Also pretty grimy, but that's pretty typical for PS3s. So let's plug this thing in and see if it works. Okay, well, not a great start. I plugged it in and there's no light here, but it's turning on. What? Oh, and sure enough, this thing is actually booting up. Wow, that's... I'm surprised, and wow, we have stuff on here. Yo, let's go. We got some games, maybe? Yeah, we got Super Mega Baseball. We've got NBA Jam on Fire. Looks like the trial there, and then also Assassin's Creed Liberation HD. Nice. So we got some stuff here. Also got a bunch of video apps, which is always interesting to see. Oh my goodness, we got so much music. Oh, wait, holy crap. It just goes forever. So we got some neighborhood music from Lil Rob here. That just gives me the vibe of a dude that lives in this guy's neighborhood named Lil Rob, and he made music. I don't know. That'd be awesome if that was actually the case here. It's just a bunch of, you got Tupac here, a bunch of music, just random artists and random folders, not sorted at all. Let's see if any of these songs actually play. It's definitely playing. Oh, is this a music video, or is this like just the PS3 music background? I don't think I've ever actually played PS3 or music on the PS3. It's got like Earth in the background though, which is kind of cool. Let me try another song here. No way, the random song I selected is Baby by Justin Bieber. You gotta be kidding me. I can't play it obviously in the video, but you've gotta be kidding me. How is that the one that pulls up? But anyways, yeah, there's another space background, which is actually pretty cool. We got a profile here named JDR. That's the only one here, but let's go to our settings and see what system software version we're on here. All right, so 4.86, we got 160 gigs, so very typical kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and I guess just start by popping a game inside, because there's nothing inside there. I have this random copy of 2K13. We'll just slide it in. Hopefully it, wow, that's better than I thought it would be, but all right. Let's see if this bad boy loads up. And yep, there she goes, boots right up. Again, very surprising given the condition of this console, but let's keep scrolling around and keep exploring. Wait, we actually have save data from 7/2023, and the sticker is from June 2023. Oh, dude, no. Oh, let me explain this, because I know what happened now. We'll start with the sticker here, which says it was listed on 6/16/2023, which is when they put it out on the floor. And so this guy bought it sometime in the next week, because the first game he plays is NCAA Football 08 on 6/24/2023. And you can see he's got random pieces of save data for that same day and just going on for a couple weeks here, all the way till July 2nd, and then actually August 5th, 2023 as well, and then no more save data. So it gives me the vibe of like, did the console break and he returned it, or did he just donate it back to Goodwill after playing for 2 months? What? Also got, oh, yo, we got PlayStation Home on here. It's not gonna work, but let's click it anyways and see what happens. Thank you for showing interest in PlayStation Home, but unfortunately it is now closed as of like, what was that, 15 years ago it closed down, shut down? I don't actually know the timeline of that, but that's always kind of cool to see that screen there. And guys, for our garbage score, I'm gonna go 3 out of 10, which means it's not very garbage, because guys, it's like, it actually works, and it's got character to it. I know it's dirty, but 3 out of 10 I think is fair. But guys, if you wanna check this console out, I'll list it down below for sale on my website, where you can scan the QR code on the screen. It surprisingly works, and it's got some goofy stickers on it, so check it out. Let's move on to our next console. So here I should have a PS3 from Goodwill. Let's open it up and see what's inside. All right, so this is, what is going on here? We got a power cord laying in here. Also got our console nice and wrapped up. All right, I got the console, and I think I just saw the packing slip, and there's supposed to be a game in here. Maybe it's in the disk drive, because there's clearly no game in here. And also the console looks decent. It's missing 2 rubber feet, and it's got whatever this nastiness on the bottom is. Almost looks like an ice cream stain or something. That's probably not what it is, but it's strange. Let's plug it in and see what happens. All right, 3, 2, 1. We got power and game inside, hopefully. There it is. All right, so I guess this is the game that came with it, The Sims 3. Nice, very random. So far, no video output, which is not good. I paid like I just looked and I paid like 75 bucks for this thing. I don't know why, but I did, and there's no video output. That's, come on, man. All right, and trying out the AV cable now, and still nothing. Oh, man. Oh, yo, I reset the, okay, so let me just explain. I turned the console off and then held the power button down for 2 beeps, and it reset the video settings, and we're actually booted up now. So that's saved the day there, and we can't hardly see anything because we're coming out of the AV output right now. Let's go ahead and fix that first. Hey, there we go. HDMI showing up. Hallelujah. Let's go. All right, guys, let's go ahead and explore. And we got SJ Thompson here as well as user 1. Let's go ahead and see what's on this console. First of all, of course, we got the Sims 3 in there, which is loading up. That's cool. Let's go ahead and see what kind of games this person was playing. So Sims 3, that makes sense, in 2020. Also Call of Duty 3 in 2020. Huh, interesting. Application data for PlayStation TV. Yo, that's a throwback. I forgot about that. Also Red Dead Redemption back in 2010. All right, we got a 160 gig hard drive in here. Okay, let's go ahead and just make sure this game boots up. Also, I just looked. I did not pay 75 for this. I paid 53. I don't know where I got the 75 from, but Anyways, and yeah, game loads up. So cool. This console's good to go. I had a little bit of trouble, so I'll go like, I don't know, 3 out of 10. It's not garbage because it works, but it's like, it was a little bit garbage, so 3 out of 10 is fair. Let's move on. Now, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Again, if you want to buy any consoles in this video, click the link down below or scan the QR code on the screen, and I'll see you next time. I spent over $1,000 on mystery Nintendo items, and in this video, we're gonna unbox them, test them out, and see what kind of rare stuff we can find. Now, the thing with mystery consoles is you'll find some insane things, like maybe a Wii with stuff on it that I literally cannot show you, or a DS with a $130 mystery game inside. But guys, let's see what we find in today's episode of
Gamer Garbage.
Hey guys, here I have a GameCube and games that I paid almost 200 bucks for, so hopefully there's something good inside. Let's open it up and find out. Yo, it's actually in the box? That's sick. And what is this? It looks like a special accessory of some sort. And man, I have not seen a boxed GameCube in a very long time. We also got some games in here, which is cool, including a manual. Dude, we got the GameCube manual. That's kind of sick. Now, in terms of games, we got Scooby-Doo Unmasked. We got Day of Reckoning with the wait, hold on. This thing is just chewed up on the bottom, like literally chewed. And it looks like the game is fine though. Yeah, the game looks perfect. Oh, never mind. It's just 2 GameCube controllers that were mounted kind of weird, so it looked like it was a large accessory. The 2 controllers, including our purple with clear. What the heck? It's the cool purple and clear controller, but it's got a little bit of green goo down there, which is that's weird. Also got a black controller that looks, yeah, appears to be in nice condition. Now let's go ahead and see what's inside of this box. Hopefully we have some sort of accessories more than just the GameCube. And all right, we have a controller in here. There's no cardboard or anything, but we have our power supply as well. And then a black GameCube, and that's it. Nothing else in that box, so not ideal, but could be worse. And honestly, GameCube looks pretty nice. The front is not yellowed at all, which I tend to see on a lot of GameCubes. Let's try out the open button, and wow, well, that mechanism is smooth. It's not sticky at all, which I feel like is very surprising on a GameCube. But let's go ahead and plug this in, turn it on, and see what happens. All right, plugged in. Let's go ahead and see if we got power. We do, but there's no video out yet. That's not a great sign. All right, trying a different AV cable now. If this doesn't work, then it's just dead. There it is. All right, so I had a dead AV cable. All right, cool. Our calendar is in 2106. Awesome. I love to see it. Let's go ahead and toss in Day of Reckoning 2 here. Heck yeah, let's go. Well, you know, guys, game boots right up. Cool. Let's go ahead and try out one more game. Here we got the first Day of Reckoning with the chewed up case. We'll see if this one works. And yep, this one boots right up as well. And guys, I gotta say, this thing is purring. It's very quiet, but it's pushing out some hot air, which is always surprising for a console this old. You guys want to check this thing out? I'm gonna list it down below for sale on my website, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. And for garbage score, I gotta say, like, I don't know. I feel like it's a 2 out of 10. It's a pretty awesome lot with the whole box and everything. Like, I haven't seen a GameCube box in a couple of years. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on. Now here in this box should be a GameCube with some games from Goodwill. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Oh, nice, and it's just not wrapped up at all. The console's wrapped slightly, and then we have a bunch of controllers just stuffed in here. And actually, that's a, hold on, there's a lot of OEM controllers. Then we have our console here, which we'll take a look at in just a second. But let's start with the games here and see if there's anything good. So we got 2K3, we got Tomb Raider, Call of Duty, we got Spider-Man, and oh my goodness, that thing is disgusting. Is there a game in? Yeah, there's a game inside, but it's, holy crap, it's got a very deep scratch. That's not good. Also got Lord of the Rings. We got Ghost Recon. Ooh, Super Mario Sunshine. That's cool. Got Wolverine, Madden 06, Tony Hawk 4, Naruto, and Medal of Honor. It's not a whole lot to write home about, but let's put that to the side and take a look at this console next. All right, and console itself looks fine. Let's see if it pops open. It does, but the button gets stuck, which is a classic. Yeah, other than that, it looks like a pretty normal GameCube. And as you briefly saw, we got 4 controllers here, and they're all in pretty nice condition, which is surprising because usually these joysticks are just like all beat up or very dirty, that sort of thing. This one is the dirtiest one, and it's really not that bad. So guys, let's go ahead and plug this thing in and turn it on, see if it works. All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey, we got power. That's good to see. Oh no, oh man, I plugged this controller in, but the A button is just like dead. It works, but there's no clickiness to it. But anyways, the calendar is on 2065. Yeah, that's accurate. But yeah, let's throw a game inside here and see if it works. So we'll start with Medal of Honor here, which actually has disc 1 and disc 2 inside. This one, oh, that one looks pretty good. So if this one doesn't work, I don't think any games will work on it. So let's go ahead and pop it inside, see what it does. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Cool, yeah, so that game's working. Let's go ahead and go back to our main menu. Of course, we're all curious about Super Mario Sunshine because that's probably the most valuable game in the lot as far as I could tell at first glance. And yeah, disc is not too bad. Let's go ahead and pop her in. It's booting. Yo, that's what I'm talking about. Yo, let's go, let's boot it up. Now guys, the one I'm really curious about is, as we saw, Spider-Man looks horrible. So I want to see if this one works, then I'm sure every game ever will work. Let's go ahead and toss it inside, man. That thing is horrible. No way. There's no shot that's reading. The dirtier it is, the better it works. Every time. Spider-Man, man, I played the crap out of this game on my PS2 back in like you know, 2005 or whatever it was. And I mean, as you can see, we're loading up into the training here, so it's working. That's surprising, but I'll take it. But guys, if you're interested in this console or the controllers, I'll list it down below for sale on my website. You can click the link down below or scan the QR code on the screen. And then I'll sell all the games here on Encore. In case you don't know what Encore is, I'll put a link down below with some info. Go check it out. But guys, let's move on. And by the way, garbage score, I'm gonna go like 4 because it's more towards not being garbage than garbage, but I mean, it's dirty. It's got some issues. So like, I think 4 is fine. So in this box, it should have a Game Boy Advance and some games from Goodwill. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Ooh, we got a nice little case here. That's what I like to see. Dude, I love seeing these old cases. There just used to be like such a huge variety of cases for like Game Boy Advances, Game Boy Colors, that sort of thing. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside of here. And oh my goodness, what is this? We got a bumper GBX. I mean, like sure, I guess. Honestly, the Game Boy itself is not in bad condition. Let's take that off though and take a closer look at it, and that probably actually helps it because the handlebars right here on the side, handlebars, why did I call them handlebars? Whatever, they're in pretty nice condition. The screen's a bit beat up, but honestly not bad. Back is kind of yellowed and beat up as well. Let's check the battery terminals, and those look fine, I think, for the most part. Ooh, we got some games in here, nice. We've got, we got a Pokemon game, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and that looks like it's a legit game, doesn't look fake or anything. Also got Crash and Spyro Super Pack right here, which is in nice condition. We've got Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2, which also appears to not be a fake, which is always great to see on Game Boy Advance games. And then Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Sweet. Let's go ahead and pop a couple batteries in this sucker here, turn it on, and see if it actually works. Also, I just noticed this back little clip is broken, so that kind of sucks, but whatever. Let's put a game inside and see if it works. 3, 2, 1, please turn on. Yo, let's go, my boy. Now, what would have made this a little lot even better is if there was a worm light in here. If you know, you know, but no worm light in there. And yeah, I mean, game's working fine though. And oh no, that one's not working. Hold up, time to clean it up. All right, got some dirt off there. Let's go ahead and slide the game in, and I bet you it works now. What did I tell you? Every time, man, every time. Now, how about Pokemon here? Please load up. Hey, there we go. Yep, no problem at all. Now, I paid about $120 for all this stuff, which is approximately the value that it's worth. So for garbage score, I'd say probably a 3 out of 10 because it's not a screaming deal, but it's kind of cool stuff. So it's a little garbage, but not really. 3 out of 10. Let's move on. All right, so in here I should have like $200 worth of Game Boys from Goodwill. Let's see what's inside though. Oh, dang it, man. They just piled the Game Boys on top of each other. I guess there's not too much damage from it. Man, there might be. But this is sick. I've never actually used personally a yellow Game Boy, so I'm excited to check that out. Also have an SP right here. We'll take a look at the model in a second. Also got some games in here. Nice. Let's take a closer look at what we got here. First, let's take a look at the games we have. Ooh, Zelda. That's not a cheap game. Not exactly sure how much it is, but I'll throw up the price on the screen. Another Zelda game here as well. Yo, oh, dude. I love these, man. I love the clear cases on the Game Boy Color games. This is what I grew up with. I had like 3 or 4 of these games. Like, you know, not Zelda specifically, but I had other games with the clear cases, and they were just, I don't know, they're so sick. Also got the classic Tetris right here for the OG Game Boy. Last but not least, Tetris DX, which I have never played that one before, but that looks interesting. Got rockets and Tetris. Let's check out the rest of the stuff here now. We got our yellow Game Boy, which also, there's also a game inside of here. Is that Zelda? Yo, we got Link's Awakening here, and that's actually in really nice condition. But man, it's really surprising to see a Game Boy Color with all 3 stickers on the back fully intact, and the console looks like it's in really nice condition. There is some scratching on the front screen, but honestly not bad at all. And of course we have our Game Boy Advance SP here, which, dude, this thing looks really good for an SP. Usually these things are scratched up to oblivion, but the front, there's only a few scratches. Back only a few scratches as well. Stickers are intact. And what model? Oh, we got an AGS 001. So this thing is not a backlit screen, it's a frontlit screen, I believe. I guess let's go ahead and start with the yellow Game Boy here, pop a game inside, and see if this bad boy turns on. And yep, let me get this the right angle so you guys can actually see what we're doing here. Don't see any save data there, I don't think. No, I gotta say my own name. Okay, so no save data on this cartridge, but it is working. Let's try out the next Zelda game here. And I'm not sure if these Zelda games actually included save batteries or not. I know obviously this one does because you can literally see the save battery in the cartridge right there. But oh, that's not good. Okay, that game's not working. All right, so let's go ahead and clean this cartridge off here. Normally I would take some 99% isopropyl alcohol, dip a Q-tip in, rub off the contacts, and it'd usually be good to go. But I've been using these 1UP card cleaners recently, and they actually work pretty well. And actually, oh, hold on, I just realized this is for the console itself. So I'll do that as well, which basically just cleans the corrosion off the contacts inside of there. And then for the game itself, I got some isopropyl alcohol on this Q-tip, and I'll just rub it back and forth, and we'll probably get a bunch of dirt off of there. Yeah, you can see right there, look at all that nastiness. Probably doesn't need too much, so we'll do that. Go ahead and pop the sucker back in, slide it in and out a few times, turn it on, and boom, there she goes. Oh, and this game's got some save data. We got Johnny right there at the top, and we got Big J. Yo, Big J, dude, that's me. I used to have a neighbor named Jacob, and he was younger than me, so he was Little J, and I was Big J. That's weird. How did that pop up on this cartridge? And Tetris is working as well. That's cool. And Tetris DX is also working. And last but not least, we got the bad boy right here, Game Boy Color game, and my favorite. And boom, it's loading up. Let's go ahead and see if there's any save data. We got John J. Head and Be Gone. But guys, next up we'll try out the Game Boy Advance SP here, and I believe we can play Game Boy Colors on these things. So let's go ahead and pop this in, turn it on, see if there's any charge left on it. That's a big fat nope. Oh no, man. All right, so I got my charger out. Watch this. I plug it in. Light goes away after like 2 seconds. Ah, come on, man. Now, the most obvious fix to this problem is either trying to swap the... Wait, now it is charging? I mean, okay, right as I was about to explain my solution, but yeah, that works too. I'll just let it sit and charge for a while, then I'll come back. All right, let's see if this thing turns on now, and there we go. We got life. Heck yeah. Oh, dude, I forgot you can change the aspect ratio of the game. I had an SP back in the day. I remember just like fiddling with this back and forth like, oh yeah, look at that. That's awesome. But yeah, battery needed to warm up for a little bit. Now this thing is good to go. So if you want to buy this thing, I'll list it down below for sale on my website, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. And guys, for garbage score, this is like, I'm going a 1 out of 10. This is awesome. Like, great condition Game Boys. Cool to see. Let's move on. Now next up, to go along with our Game Boy Color here, I have a Game Boy camera inside this box. At least there should be. Let me open it up and see what's actually inside. Okay, well, I thought it was a camera, but it's actually a printer. Okay, actually, I'm just gonna open it up, and maybe there's a camera inside of this thing, but we have, you can see the outside of the box. It's a Game Boy printer, which is an absurd concept, but apparently did exist back in the day. You can see it even prints out, like, yeah, it prints out photos. That's insane. Let's go ahead and open this thing up and see. Oh, wow. Back when Nintendo actually had seals. That's kind of cool. We'll see what's inside of this box here. And first up, sure enough, there's our Game Boy printer, and holy crap, that's like, it's kind of cute. It's just like a little mini printer. It looks like an NES. It got the NES vibe, you know? But yeah, that's sick. Also have some paper, got a manual. We have, oh, there it is. Got a Game Boy camera. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I think you put this in your Game Boy, then you plug in your printer, and then it can print photos of yourself, I think. And then a printer cable here. All right, guys, let's go ahead and see how this works. So we'll start with the Game Boy Color, or Game Boy camera. Toss it into the Game Boy Color. And sure enough, there it is. You can see Game Boy camera. We've got shoot and view. Well, let's just go with shoot. Maybe that means I can take photos, I guess. You can shoot items, magic, run, and check. What does that mean? What? Start by shooting. Oh wait, there it is, dude. No way, you can see it there. Look, that's my hand. Wow, that's just an absurd concept, taking a photo on a camera or on a Game Boy here. Can I flip it around to selfie mode? Oh, I can. Yo, the OG selfie mode. There it is, dude. But all right, we got some photos here. Let's go ahead and try to connect our printer, I guess, and see what that'll do. So it looks like you plug it in here on the printer, and then I think we plug this in into this port here, this is the first time I've ever used that port. Now, actually, I used to use that port for my worm light, but let's go ahead and see what we do now. I don't know, what is this? What is all this stuff? Check, run, I don't know. Let's run. Who are you running from? What? That's scary. What is that? Wait, yo, there's another photo here. Yo, somebody left their just random photo of this, just a random lady. Nice. I don't think that comes preloaded, so somebody must have taken that before they sold it to me. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, got a bunch of options here. We can press up to print. Let me turn the power on first on our Game Boy printer. Oh, holy crap, we need 6 AA batteries. Okay, let's go ahead and I guess press print. Transferring. Don't let me down, printer. Don't let me down. No way. It just rips off. Okay, and yep, it printed all right. I can hardly see anything, but it sure did print. Let me see if I can get some more of this thermal paper here so I can actually see this, because I think it's probably just because the paper's old. I'll come back. Now guys, I think I have a solution here. So I bought some thermal paper rolls from Amazon here, and I'll have to trim them up so they actually fit in the printer, but I think I can kind of shove them in and maybe this will work. Let's try it. So if we try to feed the paper in, we press the feed button. Hey, there it is. Okay, so the paper is actually feeding through, which is a good sign. If we go to our photos here and let's try to print out one of my photos. Let's press print and yeah, see what it does. Oh no, it printed like halfway, maybe. Yeah, there it is. You can see it kind of got compressed because it didn't actually feed through correctly. So it's yeah, it is working though. It's printing something. I just got to see if I can get it to actually feed properly. Yeah, boy, there we go. That is awesome, dude. I miss gimmicks like this for video game consoles. This is awesome. Let me try another photo here. Oh yeah, we should probably blur that because let's go ahead and print it. Dude, the low resolution makes it even better here. Well, because everything I just did is probably blurred. Let me show you what I actually did. I just put my elbow here, and you take a good old close-up shot, and yeah, you can see like that low res right there makes your, yeah, that's like a middle school move, man. I don't know what else to say about this thing. It's awesome though. Let me know if you have one or if you can do some other funky stuff with it. But guys, let's move on. Also, garbage score, it's a 1 out of 10, no question. Yeah, let's move on. And guys, here I have a GameCube with games from Goodwill, but it's in an absolutely massive box. I'm not quite sure why, but let's open it up and see if I got the right thing. Oh wow, this is like maybe the best wrapping job I've ever seen. Are you serious? There's so much packaging inside of there. There's tons on the table already. I appreciate them going over the top. They really don't need to go quite that far, but yeah, it's better than no packaging at all, and you can see everything here is even saran wrapped. That's wild. All right, first up we got our silver GameCube, which has some nastiness on the top. I'm not really sure what happened there, but otherwise it looks, I'd say, pretty good. And next up we have a silver controller, which appears to be in pretty nice condition. And then yet another silver controller, and this one's not quite as good, but it could, yeah, could be worse. I've seen a whole lot worse than this. And then here we have, oh, yo, could it be? Yo, we've got a Wavebird. Heck yeah. Dude, I haven't seen one of these in ages, and this one appears to be in pretty nice condition. Joystick looks good. All the buttons click and feel pretty good. Now, we do need to put, oh no, you can see all the corrosion just around the battery pack there. Let me see what the inside looks like, and yeah, that's actually not quite as bad as I thought it would be based on what the outside looked like. But yeah, still not great, and I also don't have the receiver for this, so I can't test it. But I mean, it's a Wavebird, which is cool. You just honestly don't see these that often these days. Last but not least, we got some games. We got Star Fox Adventures, Paper Mario 1000-Year Door. Nice. This is the one that's worth like 50, 60 bucks. Got the manual in there, got our game in the game. Oh yeah, it looks pretty good. That's great. Also got Midway Arcade Treasures 1 in here with our manual and disc. And Star Fox Adventures is also complete in the box and pretty nice condition. So cool. Let's go ahead and plug this thing in though and see if it works. All right, console turned on. Let's go ahead and try to pop this thing open, and sure enough, pops right open. Let's go ahead and put Star Fox Adventures inside and see what happens. And actually, first I want to check out the calendar. We're in 2022. Okay, it's only a few years off. It's a lot better than 2165 or whatever the other GameCube I saw was. Come on, read up. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. It's reading there. Let's go ahead and try out 1000-Year Door as well, because that's one we're all curious about here. Let's go. Let me go ahead and boot this thing up and make sure it actually loads all the way. Yep, good to go. I will take it. Now, I wish I could test out this Wavebird, but of course, like I said, I don't have a receiver, so can't do anything there. But yeah, I mean, the console's perfectly fine. And guys, if you want to buy this thing, I'll list it down below for sale on my website, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. Now, for garbage score, I feel like this is another one that's somewhere in the middle, because it's pretty dirty, but it works. So I'm going to go like 4 out of 10. I think that's fair. Let's move on. Now in this box, I should have a Wii with some accessories from Goodwill. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Oh yeah, is that the Mario Wii remote? Yeah, it is. Nice. And this thing is, it's a little bit beat up. It's not horrible, but yeah, it's definitely scratched up. Other than that, we have, wait, what the heck? We just have some, dude, we have discs in a bag here. Are you serious? Okay, so we have Super Mario Bros. And we have Mario Kart. Both of them surprisingly look decent for being in a bag like that, so that's good. And then some normal Wii remotes, as well as some Wii Motion Plus accessories there. And then we have, oh baby, we got an SD card inside. Let's go. 16 gigs? Yo, that's a jackpot. Hold on. Let's plug this bad boy in and see what happens. And by the way, in case you aren't aware, the reason I'm happy for an SD card being inside is because it could mean the console's modded. It could also mean somebody left a bunch of old stuff behind. Sometimes it's interesting, sometimes it's very inappropriate. I'll throw a flashback here. It's like a seductive Harry Potter person. And also, wait, I just noticed, does that say XXX? Is it XXV? That just kind of points to what's on this SD card most likely. Let's go ahead and turn this thing on though and see what happens here. No disc inside. So I guess we'll start by popping a game inside and see if it reads, and actually hopefully it displays on the screen first, which it's not yet. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, that's cool. So it's just frozen now. You can't turn it off at all. It won't do anything. When you put a disc inside, it doesn't try to read. There's no output on the screen. Let's go ahead and unplug this thing, take the SD card out, and try to boot it up without the SD card. All right, so turn it on again and give me a black screen this time instead of just no signal at all, but it's still not doing anything. So let's go ahead and pull out another Wii, put the SD card inside, and see what's on it. All right, so got another Wii plugged in here, and it's turning on now. Let's go ahead and get to our main screen. And awesome, the Mario remote doesn't work. Cool. Well, this Wii is on version 1.0, so it doesn't have the SD card little spot down next to the Wii settings, but we can at least go to the photo channel and see if there's anything on there. What? I did put, the SD card already is inside. Why is it not showing up? Okay, I'm just gonna plug it in my computer and see what happens. Yeah, that's tragic. The SD card had modded files on it, had tons of ROMs and that sort of thing. So unfortunate, but yeah, guys, I guess let's go ahead and move on because this Wii's not doing anything. If you want to buy it, I'll list it on my website. You can check it out and try to fix it yourself. But yeah, garbage score, this is a 10 out of 10. Like, so many things went wrong here. Let's move on. So guys, in this box, I should have like $100 worth of Game Boy stuff from Goodwill. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Oh, what is this? I haven't seen the front of it yet, but we got a couple games laying on the outside. We got a case here that's, what? It's an official Game Boy case, I guess, and this thing looks insane. This is actually awesome. We got a bunch of games here. Yo, that's what I'm talking about. We'll check out the actual games here in a second. And also, what is this? Is this candy? What is this? It's broken in half. It says it's Wetris. I think this is like a piece of candy or something. That's wild. Of course, a couple more games there, and I assume inside of this thing we have a Game Boy, I would hope. Yep, there it is, and that thing looks like it's in really nice condition. That looks nice. We even got batteries in here pre-installed. Hopefully they're not corroded. They actually look, there's definitely some corrosion in there. Not horrible though, but yeah, we'll go ahead and I guess take a look at these games first, see what we got. So first we've got Quirk. No, yep, never heard of that one. We've also got Dr. Franken, Dr. Mario, nice. Lots of doctors in the house today. We got Motocross Maniacs, okay. We got some TMNT here, Fall of the Foot Clan, cool. Last but not least, Bo Jackson. We got 2 games in 1 for football and baseball. That's pretty neat. Let's go ahead and just throw a game inside of this thing. Try to turn it on and see if it works. And yeah, no surprise there, the batteries are dead. Let me go ahead and swap these out with some new batteries and see if it works. All right, new batteries inside. Please turn on nothing. Okay, well, I'm gonna go try the good old trick of some isopropyl alcohol and a toothbrush and just kind of scrub down here and see if we can get some of this corrosion off. All right, I just cleaned it off. Let's see if that, oh yeah, let's go. We got life. Change this contrast real quick. Heck yeah, boy, we got some Dr. Mario. Looks perfectly fine. I don't see like any streaks on the screen, which is a fairly common thing with the Game Boy where the screen gets messed up and you see vertical lines. But that looks good. Let's go ahead and try another game here. Try Dr. Franken. Pop the sucker in, and boom. I love how many of the old consoles you just need to scrub a bunch of isopropyl alcohol on them and it just fixes everything. But yep, that one's good as well. Cool. So I'll test these other games off camera, but not a bad lot. And for garbage score on this one, I'd say $100 is not bad and not great either. And I had to do a little bit of work, so I feel like right in the middle is fine, like 5 out of 10. It's not garbage, but it's not great either. So that feels fair. Hey guys, here we have a Wii U from Goodwill. Hopefully it's not bricked. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Yay, packing peanuts, my favorite. Oh, I was able to extract it without losing any peanuts on the floor. That's awesome. And I mentioned it being bricked because I think there's a whole thing with the Wii U where certain consoles that haven't been updated in a while can get bricked. I don't remember the exact cause or exact scenario, but it's something along those lines. But let's see what's inside of this package. All right, I'm pulling it out. It looks like a pretty normal Wii U, which is very scratched up as always, as they always are. And let's see if there's any SD card in the front. There is not. Let's go ahead and plug this bad boy in and see if it turns on. All right, plugged in. Let's turn it on. And we got power. Okay. Wait, what? Power light flashed, then it came back on, and I think it's turning on now. That was a little weird. Huh, interesting. Okay, so it looks like the Wii U is actually factory reset, which you don't see that too often on untested consoles, but let's go ahead and finish the setup process and see if it works. All right, after pressing a million things on the screen and setting this thing up, we're finally to the main menu. Now let's pop a game inside and see what this thing can do. And it works fine. Cool, well, if you want to buy a Wii U for me, I'll list it down below for sale on my website. The garbage score, it's obviously not garbage because it works and it was just, you know, it was fine, but there was nothing special to it. So I'm gonna go like 3 out of 10. I think that's fair. Let's move on. I was sent some of the craziest Xbox 360 consoles I've ever seen, and in this video, we're gonna unbox them, test them out, and see what we actually got. Now, I've seen some very interesting 360s in the past, but guys, honestly, the things in this video, you would not believe if I didn't catch them on camera. So let's see what we find in today's episode of
Gamer Garbage.
Now here I have a 360 I bought from eBay, and I gotta say it's probably one of the most interesting 360s I've ever seen. Let me show you. Alright guys, so the first thing you see on top of this console is a giant cutout of JW.org, which is apparently the Jehovah's Witness website. I'm not sure why somebody carved that into their 360, but it's a very interesting looking nonetheless, and also there's a bunch of little holes here. I'm not sure what those are. They almost look like symbols for something, but yeah, they're there, and also it looks like this entire thing was painted black instead of just getting a black 360, which is interesting. And something is rattling around inside, and I should address the elephant in the room here. There clearly are some lights inside of there. It looks like they're supposed to be connected from the outside somehow, but these wires are just kind of there and loose. I just noticed the side of this 360 is actually painted like a bluish purple color. It's nice and sparkly, and it's actually a pretty good paint job. But let's go ahead and turn it on now, see what happens. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me pull my phone out and show you the front. So you can kind of see the lights here in the ring of light. There's no light in the middle though. Somebody just painted this whole entire thing black. But yeah, you can kind of see the ring of light. Like as I press the sync button, you can see it flashing around the edge. So it's, yeah, I don't know. Somebody customized this thing, but very, very poorly, as the eBay listing states, and I would agree. Looks like it's on the Metro dashboard though, and of course, no storage. Also, the listing said it doesn't read games, but we're gonna try to put a game inside anyway and just see what it does. And I should point out, the fans are very loud. You can probably hear it on my mic, but I'm assuming it has a 12-volt fan mod where it's just running at full speed the entire time it's on. But let's go ahead and see if it'll read up. No, open tray, and like I said, the listing stated it didn't read games, so kind of expected. And guys, I was hoping the lights would light up somehow, but it looks like I need to connect a power source to these, I guess, positive and negative leads here. So let me see if I can find like a battery to hook up, and we'll just see if it does something. So I have one AA connected to the leads here, and it's doing nothing, so I don't know what kind of current this requires or what kind of voltage, but this is not doing anything. All right, guys, so I have a solution that hopefully will work. So basically, I have this this power supply here. It's a 9-volt power supply that plugs into an AC outlet, and it has customizable plugs you can plug into the end of it, and I plug these 2 wires into this, basically these terminals right here. We're gonna see if this works. I really hope it does, but we might see some magic smoke. Let's try it though. Might as well. And nothing. Wait. Oh, it's flashing. Wait, hold up. Yes, clearly the wrong voltage or something, because I think these things are usually powered by a little battery pack that's like 5 volts maybe. Well, anyways, guys, I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but let's go ahead and turn the console off and open it up and take a look at the inside, because we need to. Also, by the way, I just noticed this Velcro piece right here on the corner, and I'm assuming that's probably where the original battery pack was mounted, and then these wires just went to it and it actually worked properly, but who knows. All right, guys, let's go ahead and release the top piece, and oh my goodness, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, so yeah, straight up carved out, probably with a knife or a Dremel or something. There's just a piece of plexiglass on the back, and I'm assuming all these holes were just drilled out with a drill. And then the most absurd part is, wait, what does this say? My Xbox 360 5/31/2012, and down here it says Folder Joe's Xbox. What does that mean? This one also says My Xbox 360, and then obviously these lights are just kind of strewn in here randomly. Like this right here is literally packing tape just taping this down. This is one of the most absurd mods I've ever seen, but honestly, I love it. Now guys, garbage score, like this is a 10 out of 10 in the best way possible. Like this thing's awesome, but it's garbage. Let's face it. Guys, let's move on. Now here in this box is a 360 I got from Goodwill, and if I remember correctly, there's something wild going on with this 360. Let me just pop it open and see what's inside. Oh, we got the original 360 box. Yo, let's go. And by original 360, I mean the 360 Slim. But man, you don't see that all that often from Goodwill, and the box is actually in nice condition. Like looking at it, it's clean and clear, and the back looks good. And I'm actually not sure if this is the right 360 I was thinking about, because like it's in a box, so it's probably normal, but I guess we're about to find out. And oh no, it is. Oh, what is this? Oh, ew, gross. That's ew. We also got a controller here. Looks pretty normal. A bit dirty and beat up, but that's expected. Power cable, another controller, and oh no, here it is. Yo, this is it. It's a hint at the console. I'll show you the console here in a second, of course. And we also have this what is this? Is this a 360 cable? I don't know what that is. Yeah, never mind. It's just power supply and crap. Let's pull out the console. Oh my gosh, there it is. Yo, you can see we have this police console. Whoever had this console just really likes the police public call box. It's just a giant skin here. It's actually peeling up from the edge, and it's all over the front as well. But let's go ahead and I guess just plug this thing in. I feel like it came with something else, but maybe not. Oh, it was a chat pad. Wait, hold on. What is that? Ew, there's a there's a Bluetooth earpiece down there. Yeah, go ahead and zoom in down there. There's a Bluetooth headset. I'm not gonna reach in and touch it because it's nasty, but yep, it's there and it looks absurd. Let's go ahead and plug this thing in and see what happens. All right, plugged in. Let's go ahead and turn it on, see if it works. Turn it on. Any games inside? Nope, but it's I mean, it opens pretty easily there. Yo, it boots up. We got a special theme as well, and of course we're gonna use our special controller here. And we got Dark Glader 7 here, 35,000 gamer score. Okay, I see you. Undead Militia. He's got some props in the background and everything. Does he have a bio? Waiting for the TARDIS. Oh, no idea what that means. Bruh. From Virginia. Cool. Let's check out the achievements here. Last played Forza 3 in 2018. First played Wipeout in the Zone in 2011. That's awesome. That's a random game, but check out the games here as well. And yo, we got 24 games. Hopefully they are downloaded and work. Assassin's Creed 4. Come on, load up. Yo, it's booting. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. This is the 360 we love to see here, man. Nobody deleted the data, so you can come on here and play games that are already downloaded. We got also got Borderlands 2, Crysis 3, Far Cry 3, Goat Simulator. Dude, there's so many games. I bet you they all work too. Evil Within, Force Unleashed. Let's try out Evil Within, see if that loads up. And yep, boots right up. Let's try one more. Try Far Cry 3 here. And yep, that boots up as well. That's awesome. Checking out the storage, we have probably a 250 gig hard drive in here, I would imagine. Yep, 250. Nice. Oh, we got more themes. Hold up. Let's go check them out. 25 Days of Gaming 2013, sponsored by McDonald's. That's funny. Advanced Warfare, Assassin's Creed 4, Ghost Recon, Marines, The Few, The Proud, the Marines. Mazda Miata Night Theme, Mission Impossible. Dude, there's everything. Oh, and also we have 8 profiles. Nice. So we're not even on. This was just the first one there. Okay, this guy's got 23,000 gamer score. GGN Director of Ops. I have no idea what that means. GGN Hall of Fame member 2013, recruited by GGN, Godfather, and approved by GGN The Saints 7/10/2011. USS Defiant. Wait, what is this guy? Was this guy like on a battleship or something? It's in Star Trek. Okay, that makes more sense. That's funny. And then Jolly Calf here has 27,000 gamer score. Why so serious? I used to be a hardcore gamer. Now all I play is war, racing, and open world games. Xbox forever. Sunken Maverick here with. What is this? Okay, so he has 11,000 gamer score, and I guess that's a prop for his. It's just like I guess it's a prop for his head. That's the most absurd thing I've ever seen. I'm Puerto Rican and I know it with about 10 exclamation points. And last but not least, Windblown Ear here also has 28,000 gamer score. These guys are living it up, man. His bio is, I'm clan leader of the COD clan LOL. I am also leader of LOL's clan in Battlefields 3 and 4. We focus on the laughs and trolling. Trolling tryouts are required. Message me for details. Have fun in game on. So we got a professional troll here. This console is crazy, man. Let's go ahead and toss a game inside and see if it reads. And yep, there we go. Connect Adventures, booting right up. And garbage score, this is straight up 1 out of 10. It's one of the coolest consoles I've seen in quite a while. Let's move on. So in this box is a 360 that a viewer sent me, and it's a special 360. It came straight from a landfill. I have a photo, no words needed. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, so we even got a note here. It says, I hope this 360 brings you joy. I am part of a team responsible for managing our local landfill. During my daily rounds, I stumbled upon this console lying amidst a pile of discarded metal items. This is so sick. If you guys ever find consoles like this, please send them to me. I will 100% make a video on it because it's so, oh my goodness. Holy crap, this is, this is worse than I thought. Hold up, let me glove up. All right, that's a little better now. Oh my goodness, this thing. Wow. I mean, I guess it makes sense coming from a landfill. It's even got the hard drive still on it, which is, I guess, peeling apart a little bit. There's straight up dirt falling off of it. The bottom is straight up just been in some mud. And flipping to the back, it's from 2009. It's a Jasper. Honestly, this thing might actually work. Let's go ahead and plug it in, though, and see what happens. You gotta be kidding me. It's turning on. There's no way. I mean, look at this, guys. It's booting. There's no shot. Let's go ahead and test out the disk drive here. And no. I don't know what to say. We got a game inside. We got Call of Duty here, and the disc looks pretty rough, which is not surprising. But the disc tray opened fine. How does that happen? I don't understand, man. But we also got a profile, Bradonak. Okay, let's go ahead and explore. I'm gonna explore with one hand here. Don't. No. Do you guys know how many consoles I've gotten from like places like DK Oldies, Lukey Games, eBay that were tested, working, refurbished, and they came dirty, broken, didn't work, didn't read games, wrong controller, wrong cords, and here I am with a free 360 from a landfill that's falling apart and it's reading games. Are you kidding me? This is just a horrible look for any of those companies I've bought from to sell refurbished consoles, and this is better than what you're sending out. I'm just saying, man. But let's check out this profile here. 2,500 gamer score. So that's playing some Call of Duty games. Makes sense. Actually, only play Call of Duty games. Any games downloaded? We got nope, just the one that's in the disk drive. Wait, we have a game video. Dude, we got the Black Ops single player trailer here. Look at the resolution on that. That's just it's absurd. And dude, we have a 20 gig hard drive plus a built-in memory. This thing's a jackpot. No music, unfortunately, but other than that, this thing's awesome. I just I don't know what to say. And guys, garbage score, it's a 10 out of 10, but again, in the best way possible. This thing is awesome. Let's move on. Now guys, in this box, it should have 3 untested Xbox 360s from eBay, and I'm a little suspicious because the whole seller situation was weird. Like, he has a ton of untested console listings, and the seller feedback's not that great, so yeah, I don't know if these are actually untested, but let's find out. Oh my gosh. Holy crap, that looks horrible. And this one looks just as bad. It's got paint on it. Bro, what? Where did these come from? This is absurd. I mean, starting with this console here, you can see the top is just completely filthy. The bottom's filthy as well. The back, actually, we have an HDMI console, which is, I guess, good from Surface Data 2010. So it could be worse, and we have just a giant chunk taken out the corner. We have like straight up Sharpie or paint or something on this console here. Same with the front. The bottom has the O is just gone. This one's also an HDMI console, but it looks like it's a, oh my gosh, that HDMI port looks horrible. And yeah, third console also looks terrible. What do I say? The piece just fell out. It's an AV only console. This one definitely has Red Ring of Death, right? But let's start plugging them in and see what happens. All right, plugged in. Let's go ahead and turn it on. And okay, it's green so far. Is the disk drive open? It opens, but what do you know? red ring. Wow. 0, 1, 0, 2. Yeah, that's classic red ring right there. So got a bad GPU or CPU, I think. We're not gonna fix it. So, all right, on to the next one. All right, 3, 2, 1. Power on. Disk drive, does it open? No, it doesn't. Oh, there. Oh, yo. Okay, maybe it is untested. There's actually a game inside, Connected Ventures, and you can see it's booting up now. Now the real question is, will it stay on? But okay, that's a better start than I expected. And by the way, this is the one with the wonky HDMI port, but I just plugged in via HDMI and it's still working. So I all right, man. Now I guess we'll start in the settings here and see what software version we're on, and also storage. Yeah, nothing there. We're on 17349, clearly a Metro dashboard. Let me go ahead and toss Connected Ventures back in and see if there's a read up. I looked at the bottom of the disk and it looks great, surprisingly. No way, don't tell me it's about to read. Dude, there's no shot. What? Game requires a system update, excuse me? Okay, well, it was kind of working. Let me try a different game. The classic MW2, we'll see if this reads. Well, we got the open tray on that one, so it read Connected Ventures, but not MW2, and also the fans are ramping up a good bit. But anyways, the console, I mean, it turns on, which is more than I thought it would do. Let's go ahead and move on to our third Xbox here and see what this one does. Now, this one probably looks the worst of all of them, so yeah, let's see what happens here. Power, any game inside? Nope. The tray's all open up though, which is pretty surprising, and it's booting. Wow. Oh, all right, I'll take it. Oh, dude, we're on a slightly old dashboard too. Yo, yes. Okay, we're on like the kind of in between connected Metro dashboard from like I don't know, what is this, like 2010 maybe? Yeah, you can see 14.7.19. Let's go ahead and pop a game inside and see if it'll read. And sure enough, guys, this game boots right up, and you know, I guess I was wrong about the seller because 2 out of 3 actually turning on is 2 more than I thought would turn on. So props to the seller here. They look pretty bad, but I was pleasantly surprised. So I'm gonna go right in the middle, 5 out of 10. I think that's fair. Let's move on. Guys, in this box, I should have a 360 from Goodwill. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what they sent me. All right, so first of all, we got some games here. We got some controllers. It's even a wired controller. Wow, you don't see that all that often. And the sticks are disgusting. And these are as well. Ew, why are they white? That's gross. All right, and pulling the console out, it actually appears to be in pretty nice condition other than the weird, what is that? Around the disk drive, something's going on there, which is gross. And here on the back, looks like we have a Falcon console, service date of 2010. Okay, well, let's plug it in and see what happens. And actually, I forgot, we should probably take a look at these games first. So we have some decent games here. Batman, Forza, more Batman, Star Wars, Need for Speed. Nothing too crazy, but let's go ahead and plug it in and see if it works. All right, 3, 2, 1. We got power. Let's see if the disk drive opens up. Sure enough. This will start by tossing a game inside. I gotta say, this thing is in, these games are in nice condition, which is kind of surprising coming from Goodwill. Usually the games I get are disgusting. And yeah, sure enough, it reads very quickly. Let's see if we have any profiles in this bad boy, and nope, 0 profiles. Okay, huh. Looks like somebody actually factory reset this console, which just doesn't happen very often on 360s, but all right, I'll take it. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at some of these games though. And actually going through them, they all look perfectly fine. Actually, they're all in nice condition. Must have come from the same collection, I guess, except for this, except for the one Need for Speed game that falls out of the case. Yeah, otherwise this console is good to go. The games are cool. Gamer Garbage score, there's nothing crazy interesting about it, but it's a perfectly fine console and it works. So 3 out of 10, I think is fair. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to keep watching more episodes of Gamer Garbage, check out these crazy 360s I got a few weeks ago, and I'll see you guys there. You guys have probably seen plenty of normal PS3s, PS3 Slims, PS5s, you know, typical stuff like that, but what I bet you have not seen are the ridiculous PlayStation consoles we're about to test and explore in this video, you know, even crazier than whatever this PS3 was. So guys, just hold on for a second, you're about to see what I'm talking about. Welcome to an episode of
Gamer Garbage.
We'll start with this insane console I bought from eBay. You'll just have to see for yourselves. Let me show you. Oh my goodness. We have clearly some sort of silver PS3, but it's black on the front here, so I think this entire thing is painted. Yeah, it definitely feels like it is. Oh yeah, the side here you can definitely tell it's painted because it's got some like black speckles on there as well. Then the bottom is yeah, that's something. And oh, the entire back piece is just straight up black, so that's cool, whatever. But let's address the top side here because we have these weird scratches in the corner, and then the rest of the console is covered in this like brown and black and green goo and dirt and gunk, and I really don't know what's going on here. Wait, hold on guys, I just noticed one more thing. They kind of painted around the USB ports, but they left a mess. That's how it looks. And honestly, the customization on this PS3 are pretty bad so far, but not as bad as the other silver PS3 you're going to see later in this video. You'll have to see it for yourself. But guys, let's plug this PS3 in and hopefully it works. So power switch is on, but I also just noticed they painted over the power lights there, so I have no idea if it's red or not. So that's interesting. Let's go ahead and see if it beeps. Okay, well Just turn it on. That's a good sign. And it's booting up here. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Okay. I'm even more confused now because I looked at the listing just a second ago and it said it was factory reset. Let's go ahead and explore this thing and see what's actually on this console because like it can't get much worse, can it? We have games on here. We got Spartacus Legends, Jetpack Joyride, Back to the Future. Got a demo here as well. But we have no save data. So did they just delete the save data or something? What is going on? Also, by the way, we're on 4.66 here with an 80 gig hard drive inside. Let me try out the other profiles now. Okay, this one does have some, wow, it's got the old YouTube logo from 2014. That's awesome. Okay, I just also found out this person was falling for a scam where we got this message from Hydro Bob 2009 that says, we're very sorry for the PSN being down, and they sent a random code. And then you can see if you go back to the sent messages, this guy sent him a message back and said, where do I enter the code? So this guy was unfortunately falling for a scam. And then eventually he says, so I enter this and it doesn't work. Wow, surprise there. So I'm on user 1 and he's got some interesting messages from I'm a Snapchat guy, Caked Up, and this game blows. Good stuff, classic PS3 kind of stuff. But guys, let's go ahead and throw a game inside of this thing and see if it works. All right, slide it in. It's acceptable, okay. And there it is, loading right up, guys. I'm gonna go 10 out of 10 because it's definitely total garbage, but in the best way possible. Let's move on. So I bought a giant bucket full of strange looking untested PS3 stuff from Goodwill and they sent it in a bunch of large boxes. Let's dump everything out and see what's inside. Are you serious? They put everything in this massive box and just had some paper on top, but no bubble wrap or anything. It's literally just a crap ton of games just shoved in here. That's awesome. All right, and next box here is the same thing, just more games shoved on top. We also have a PS3 Slim kind of shoved in here, and maybe some more stuff. Okay, also a fat PS3, which actually looks decent. Wait, hold on. There's one more console shoved, just like laying on the bottom. Another PS3 Slim, and this thing looks horrible. Yikes. Third box here is literally just accessories. Holy crap. Oh, no, there's games in there too. What? Oh, man.
One eternity later.
So I kind of sorted through everything. I at least counted the games. There's 106 of them. Yes, you heard that correctly, including this stack of games here, which, no words. There's even crazier stuff than this, though. I'll go through the games later, but first of all, let's plug in the console, see if they work, and see what's on them. All right, so starting here with the fat PS3, it actually doesn't look too terrible considering how poorly it was packaged. It's got a lot of grime on it, and the warranty seal is actually still intact. And flipping to the back, oh goodness, this thing is kind of caked in just disgustingness. It's also a KO one, which I think is either an 80 gig or 40 gig, one of the two. Let's go ahead and plug it in though and see what happens. Oh, let's go. It actually, dude, it's actually turning on. That's absurd considering how this thing was packaged. All right, into the main menu, it looks like we've got, oh yeah, we got some stuff. Let's check out the profiles first. We got Keith, and that's about it. Okay. And we do have an 80 gig system here, and we're on system software 4.85. Okay, nothing special there. We got a lot of video services here like Hulu, HBO Go, Redbox Instant. That's a throwback. And no games downloaded, but let's go ahead and check out what kind of save data this guy's got on here. So he's got some application data from 2016 and Resistance from 2009. Wow, so this thing hasn't been, it's like this thing's barely been used. We also got a message box here with, we got Hey and Are You There from Classic 11 Squirt, and also Mistress Joelle. I don't know why, but those usernames feel like bots, if you know what I mean. Like if they could, they'd be sending photos. Now for context, this is a message I got in 2020 on my PS4, and yeah, I don't have to explain it to you guys. You get the point, and not even the worst one I've seen before. Let's go ahead and see if there's a game inside. There is not. Let's toss one in though and see if it works. We got this whole stack of games here, so let's try out one of these. We got Hitman HD Trilogy here. Comes in a nice little booklet. Let's go ahead and pop this sucker in. Disc is dusty, but otherwise it's fine. What? Oh, there it goes. Huh? I had to like shove it in there for it to actually pull the disc in, and of course it works. The older the console, the dirtier the console, the sketchier the console, the better it works, every time. And yep, of course, confirmed, it is working just fine. And guys, I'm gonna give this console a 7 out of 10 because like the disc tray, watch this, it's really bad. Wow, actually the disc is not even coming out. There it goes, let's go. Okay, gotta grab it, pull it out. Okay, so this console, it kind of works, but I think 7 out of 10 is fair. Let's move on to a Slim here. So we got this Slim here, which is extremely dirty all over it. It kind of looks like grime from the box and just from being somewhere nasty. We have one rubber foot left, which is just great. But otherwise, looks fine. Let's plug it in and see what happens. All right, plugged in. Let's turn it on. I guess first of all, game inside? Nope, nothing there. Oh, and dude, it's our lucky day. This one booted up too, and we've got Dad here. We got Dad and Josh. Dude, that's legendary. First profile is Dad. Why does this feel like an old dashboard? Let me check the system settings first. That's because it is 4.55. It's not old, but it's I mean it's a lot older than 4.8 or 4.9. We got a 120 gig hard drive in here, which makes sense. We've also got we got Uncharted 3. Dude, let's go. Free to play. Is that like the online stuff? Oh yeah, it is multiplayer. Okay, that makes sense as to why it's free to play. All right, let's go back though and keep exploring here. Okay, so save data is all Tiger Woods 14 from 2014. All right, that's really random. And you know what? I'm actually pretty sure Tiger Woods 14 is somewhere in my stack back here. Well. Would you look at that? I don't know where this thing came from, but guys, let's go ahead and scroll over. Anything else? We got PlayStation Home. Let's go. And of course, booting up and wants me to connect to the network. It's not gonna work anyway because it's not live anymore, but always interesting to see the application is still on here. But let's go ahead and pop a disk inside of this thing. I guess we'll go with Tiger Woods 14 and just see if it works. Wow, and the mechanism is pretty solid for how dirty this thing is. Let's go ahead and see if it'll read now. Sure enough, there it is. How lucky am I to get 2 PS3s in a row that are fully working? I gotta say, like 3 out of 10, it's way closer to not garbage than garbage because I think I can just wipe this thing down and it'll be pretty clean and fully working and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and move on to this other PS3 Slim and see if we have the same luck with this one here. All right, so this console is actually a lot cleaner. It's still got some dust and grime, but not bad at all. And we actually have, wow, 3 out of 4 rubber feet, which is pretty good for a PS3. But let's plug it in and see if it works. All right, plugged in. We got power and a game. Oh, dude, there's a game inside. Let's go. All right, let's see if it's something good. We're gonna add to our pile of games here. Come on. We got Madden 10. Quite literally could be the worst possible game to get inside there, but it's free, so I'll take it. And dude, this one's booting up as well. And we got Amy, we got Maddie. We'll start with the system software, see how much storage we got here. So we got 160. It's on 4.85, just like the first PS3. Scrolling through here, this has a bit more save data. We got Call of Duty 4 from 2016, Naughty Bear, Twisted Metal, Pure. Oh, hold on. These games are matching up a bit more with some of the games I have back here. It's a huge stack, so I'm not gonna pull them out, but I've seen Bakugan back there. I saw Little Big Planet 2. I saw Pure. I saw Twisted Metal. Yeah, so this must have been like maybe 3 collections that were traded in, given away at a Goodwill and then sold to me. We'll also check out Amy here and see what's going on Amy's profile. Wow, got the bright yellow background. That is a choice. Last played YouTube back in 2019. Other than that, just a handful of games. So nothing really crazy going on with these consoles, but they're working. Let's go ahead and throw a game inside, see if it reads up. What's the game that came inside of here? Oh, actually, this one's got some messages first. Hold up. We got no sent. We have one received. This is hey there. A game that looks like another sus message that's like spam from a bot. I don't know. Let's go ahead and boot up Madden NFL 10 and see if it actually loads up. And yep, there it goes, loading up. And guys, just to finish off the trifecta, I'm gonna give this one a garbage score of 1 out of 10. So it's not garbage at all because it actually is fully working and it's, you know, pretty clean. So not sure of the best way to show this other than just kind of panning through. But if you see any games you're interested in, go ahead and pause and just look at what games are here. Ton of stuff. There's nothing super crazy as I can tell at first glance. Now the craziest thing, honestly, or one of the crazier things, is this whole Guitar Hero Live thing here. Because not only is it Guitar Hero Live and there's like 10 copies, it's also like the German version, I think. Just looking inside of it, I see, yeah, just like, look at that. Why do I have so many copies of this? This is strange. And we also have some mystery games here, which I'm not sure what are in these cases. So let's go ahead and take a look. Great, FIFA Soccer 10, that's a jackpot. We got Madden 10 here from Game Crazy, which is actually awesome, kind of a throwback. We also have what I think is one of the coolest things in this lot, which is a sealed Batman game. I'm not sure if there's a disc in here. I think there is. It's not for resale. It must have come with a console or something. I'm not quite sure. And then we got Minecraft over here, kind of shoved in the what? What happened here? That's weird. Hey guys, here in this box I have a PS3 I bought from eBay that's like none I've ever seen before. So let's open it up and see what's inside. We unfortunately have packing peanuts going over everywhere, which I don't like to see. But all right, here inside of this bubble wrap here, we've got a silver PS3. Dude, I have never actually seen a silver PS3 in person before, but I think these were made in Japan. And dude, that's so slick. Unfortunately, it has some scratching on top, which is not too surprising. It is a used console, but up there it's like, yeah, it's a little bit beat up. Not horrible. Warranty seal is gone, and it looks like, yeah, nobody even tried to peel it off and put it to the side.
Yikes.
And flipping to the back, you can see our model number is CECHHOO, which is a Japanese model number. And then here on the bottom, looks like we actually have some like dried up thermal paste or something. I'm not sure what's going on there. But this thing appeared to have some interesting mods going on, and also there's a few things inside clanking around. So yeah, I don't know. Let's plug this thing in and see what it does. Plugged in, let's go ahead and power it on, and yo, there it is. Hold up, I gotta show you guys from the front real quick. This thing is kind of sick. It's got blue lights on the bottom spraying out through the holes in the bottom. There's also some blue lights inside the disk drive. Is there just not a disk drive in here? I'm not really quite sure. Let's take a closer look at that in a little bit in the dark and see what it actually looks like. But it appears we're booting up here, so let's go ahead and get to our main home menu here. Okay, so we're having an unfortunate turn of events here. As you probably saw when I booted this thing up, it was apparently turned off improperly last time, which means somebody probably just flipped the switch without actually turning it off, which corrupted the file system, and now it's stuck here at 35%. It's been here for quite a while, and usually when it checks and restores, it does it like pretty quickly, so let's Yeah, that's a little concerning.
6 hours later.
Oh boy. All right, we're at 55%, and I just heard this thing go nuts. It's on full blast now, but it's actually moving. Okay, thank goodness. Yo, it's modded. Oh, I didn't realize that. It's got EvilNet on it. Let's go. Thank goodness. We're actually booted up now. Now the fan still is going crazy. But we are booted up. We're modded here. Let's go ahead and check out the profile first. We got user 2mod. I'm not sure what it'll say under here, but we're on 4.91. We got a terabyte. Yo, that must be why it took so long to do the whole check process there, because it's such a large hard drive. But not sure what else is on here. We got normal stuff like the PlayStation Store, and then of course all of our modded stuff. Let's go ahead and just hop straight into the modded menu here and see what's up with it. Nice, it's just like a Linux desktop here. Let's go ahead and check out games first, see what we got loaded up on this bad boy. Okay, looks like we got a bunch of stuff here. Demon's Souls, God of War, Infamous, Killzone, yeah, okay. Got some Ratchet and Clank, Last of Us, Twisted Metal. Looks like just a random assortment of stuff. Maybe this guy's favorite games. I'm not quite sure how he decided what games to put on here. Also some retro stuff. Let's go. We got Bully. Aw, yeah, baby. Clock Tower 3, Coliseum, and then it just stops. What? We only got A to C, and then it just stops. Is that on purpose? Yeah, looks like that's it. Looks like he just started to copy some games over and then forgot the rest, I guess. I don't really know. Let's try and load up a game. We'll try Uncharted 2 and just make sure it works. Yeah, boys, loading up. And guys, you aren't ready for our next test here because I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. We'll try to hit the eject button and also see what's inside of this thing. But let's go ahead and go back to the main menu and explore a bit more first to see if there's anything else we're missing on this console. Now, I'm not finding anything. It looks like this thing was really actually factory reset before it was sold, except it has a handful of games on it. So anyways, let's go ahead and turn this thing off. Well, actually, we're not going to turn it off. We're going to turn the lights down and take a closer look at the console itself. All right, so you can see the lights a bit better in the dark now, but yeah, there's definitely just an LED strip kind of right under that lip inside, shining down. Looks pretty nice. You know, it's nothing special, but kind of nice little glow. Also, of course, the glow on the inside. And actually, if you look closer, it almost looks like it's really hard to tell, but you can kind of see the LED strip in there. It almost looks like a circuit board is just kind of laying in there. So we'll take this thing apart in a second and see what's going on. Also, our disc light is on. Not quite sure why. We'll see if it makes it flash, but there's no noise or anything. It just flashes. There's no disc or anything either. So yeah, that's interesting. But otherwise, the back is pretty normal, except for this absurdly loud fan that's going crazy. But anyways, let's take this thing apart and see what's inside of it. Okay, you got the screws out, and we're missing a couple of screws. But anyways, that should be fine. Let's go ahead and pop the top off. And oh, we got a little bit of grime in here, but not bad. It's so interesting seeing a PS3 that's not black inside. I'm not used to that. Also, there's some writing in here. Not sure what that's in reference to. And yeah, sure enough, we've got, oh, this is interesting. So first of all, the disk drive daughter board is still in here. So basically the disk drive is not, but you need the daughter board to connect the disk drive to the motherboard and make it actually work. So I'm not sure if you still need the daughter board to mod a PS3. I've never modded one myself, so I don't actually know. So you can let me know if there's some secret there. But anyways, taking a closer look at everything, you can see there's some splice points between our disk drive, I guess, and our LEDs. So it looks like he's splicing into the power to the disk drive to provide power to the LEDs here. And you can see our LEDs are kind of just thrown in here. We got some hot glue in here that's actually a little bit loose. And the LEDs kind of just run around to the back portion up here in the corner, and they just cut off there. So the console is pretty jank, but to be fair, it's not like a brand new mod or anything. I did buy a used console that was modded, you know, probably a decade ago or something. So because of that, I think for garbage score, I'm gonna go 3 out of 10 because this thing is pretty cool. It does work, and it's cool to see a custom mod, but it's also a little bit jank. Now guys, here's something you don't see every day. I got a PS5 from Goodwill. It's untested, and I paid $4.50. Yeah, what's inside? Let's find out. Nice, we got a garbage bag just full of stuff. And then we have our PS5, yay. I guess we'll start with our garbage bag and see what's inside of here. We have, first of all, dude, what? We have a PS4 controller. Dude, this, I really hope this is a PS5 in here. Hold on. Okay, so the good news is we have PS5 games, and we also have another PS4 controller. At least it's a gold one, which is cool. But in terms of games, we got like GTA 5, Madden, Mortal Kombat, NBA. We have Ultra Despair Girls. What? Also Star Wars, Madden. It's nothing too crazy. Let's go ahead and put that to the side and take a look at this PS5 here. Hopefully it's a PS5, not a PS4. Yeah, definitely a PS5. All right, let's take a closer look at this thing and see how it looks. So top looks really clean. Bottom looks pretty good as well. Taking a look at the glossy part, that's a little rough. Ew, what the heck? Somebody just like did a big old gash all the way down it. Not horrible though. Also, I just noticed there's no stand in here because of course there's not. Let's go ahead and plug this thing in and see if it works. All right, console plugged in. Let's see if it turns on. We got power here. Oh, and of course we got to repair this thing. Nice. Okay, I think it's turning on now. We can't connect to your network, which is a little sus because I'm plugged into my Ethernet cable. But all right, let's get to the main menu here. We got profiles. Yay, so you got rid of your console. Dude, this is definitely pointing to a mom just throwing this thing out. But anyways, we got GP here, LA Stone. Let's see if these things load up. Okay, so we got Madden 23, Mortal Kombat, NBA 2K23. So far the games are matching up with the games that came with the console, so it must have just been a collection that got traded in or sold to Goodwill. But let me just we'll get to the network settings in a minute and test out if this thing is banned. But let's go ahead and start with a disc, I guess, and see if there's anything inside. There is not. We'll throw in GTA 5 here and see if this will load up. So the case is in pretty nice condition. The disc looks pretty good as well. Let's go ahead and throw it in there. Pulls it in without a problem. And actually, you can see the playtime. We got 115 hours on Madden 23. We got 44 minutes on Mortal Kombat, 61 hours on 2K23, 16 minutes on Call of Duty. We got only 1 hour on GTA 5. That's kind of surprising. And it looks like the game is loading up just fine, so the disk drive is working there. Let's go back and check out our system software and see when this thing was, try to figure out when it was last used. Okay, so we're on 9.20, which is, that's a little old. Let me look that up. Yeah, so 9.20 was April 2024, so it's a little bit old. Let's go ahead and check out the network settings and try to connect to the network. Hopefully it's not banned. I got a bad feeling about this, but let's try it out. All right, guys, updated. Let's go ahead and try to sign in here. The moment of truth. What will this bad boy do? Sign in and yep, it's fine. All right, so I don't understand. How does a console like this end up at Goodwill? It's just strange to me. I'm gonna go like, I don't know, 4 out of 10. It's not really garbage, but it's something's going on with it. I don't know what, man, but let's move on. Guys, I got breaking news here. I took a closer look at this PS5, and let me just actually point out first, when you look at this thing, it looks pretty clean, right? But if we flip to the side and take a look through the cracks here, you actually like cannot tell on camera, but it looks like a bird's nest in there. Let's just take the top plate off, and I'm a little scared. Let's go ahead and see. Oh my gosh, ew. Oh, dude, what the heck? Yo, hold on. First thing I noticed is the fact that the PlayStation logo is ingrained with dirt, dust. I don't even know what this is. I've never seen dirt and dust look like this. I don't know what's going on. Well, that's insane. It's actually like, in terms of accumulation, it doesn't have the most dirt and dust I've ever seen, but it's the strangest looking dirt and dust I've ever seen. But let's go ahead and try the other side as well. This side's not even, it's not even coming off. What? Oh, it was stuck. That was, ew. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what is this? It's like sticky dirt and dust. And again, the accumulation here is not too bad, but just like how it looks is disgusting. Wait, hold on. I just noticed the corner and some of the side pieces have a little bit of stickiness there. So that would explain why the plates were stuck. Dude, I don't know what's wrong with this thing, but I'm changing the garbage score straight to a 10 out of 10. Straight garbage. Yeah, this is bad. Now in here should be a special edition PS3 that I bought from Goodwill that I did not know it even existed. So let's open it up and see what's inside. Dude, it's real. It's a red PS3 Super Slim as far as I can tell. Let's go ahead and pull it out of the bag though. And oh no, they wrapped all this stuff up with the disk drive open, so this HDMI cord could have been scratching the laser right there, which is, that's not good. But hopefully it wasn't. We also have some controllers in here. We've got a blue controller, which appears to be in pretty nice condition. Also got a red controller, which has like, wait, what? It looks like the buttons have been melted there. There's some indentations there. And taking a look at the console, sure enough, it is a red Super Slim. Let's check out the disk drive mechanism first, and it actually works pretty well. And overall, I'd say it's fairly clean. It's got a lot of scratches and scuffs, which is not too surprising on the glossy parts. Warranty seal's intact and stuff, but yeah, nothing else to really write home about with this console. Let's go ahead and plug it in though and see if it works. All right, plugged in, let's turn it on. Okay, we got live here, it is booted up. Now this console was untested, so it's always good to see it's actually working, or at least turning on here. Then we're on 4.50 and we have 500 gigs here. So that's a nice little combo here. And we'll check out the save data as well, and nothing great. So maybe this person just made an account just to test it. Also got PlayStation Home, of course, which is always funny to see. Let's go ahead and toss in Skate 3 here and see if this console can read games. And yeah, sure enough, it's booting up. So this console is working perfectly fine. There's really no issues with it, which is strange. I mean, I'll take it, but why? No, garbage score, I'm gonna go 1 out of 10 because it works fine, not garbage at all, pretty cool. I paid $100 for it, which is not horrible. So guys, I have a PS3 in here from Goodwill, and it's really suspicious because the listing says it's 1.6 gigabytes, which I don't know what that means. Let's open this thing up and see what's inside. Okay, well, it looks like a PS3 and a controller here. Okay, and pulling the PS3 out, it actually looks, dude, this thing looks great. Did they clean this thing? Because there's not a single scuff or scratch on this thing. I don't see any dirt. On the bottom, it looks really good as well. We're missing one rubber foot, but that's pretty typical for PS3s. Let me take a look at the accessories here. Okay, cords are perfect. The controller looks pretty good. It's got a little bit of dirt and grime, but not much. This is surprising. Let's plug it in and see if it's actually 1.6 gigabytes. All right, plugged in, let's turn it on. We got power, any games inside? Nope, that's unfortunate. Oh, and it's factory reset. Dude, what is this console? All right, and boot it up, and I'm gonna start with a disc and pop this thing in and see if it pulls in. Yep, it does pretty good there. Let's go ahead and see if it reads, and then we'll get to the whole storage space question here and see if it's actually 1.6 gigs. But yeah, game is loading up. I'm gonna try to exit out of here before it tries to download a bunch of stuff, because that's what Skate 3 does before it actually plays. But all right, let's go back here and check out the system storage. 4.89, and it's 149, so that's 160. Oh, dude. It didn't even say 1.60, I just said 1.6 gigabytes. How do you mistake 160 for 1.6 gigabytes? Whatever, man. All right, this console fully works though, and it's in great condition. This is a 1 out of 10 if I've ever seen one. It's perfect. It works great. What else can I say? Let's move on. Now guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more gamer garbage, check out this episode here where I found a 360 that was straight up from a landfill. Just watch it. I'll see you guys next time. I've purchased literally hundreds of Xbox 360s and gotten anything from consoles with crazy mods to consoles with the old Blades dashboard. But guys, in this video, I bought Xbox 360s, and not only did I come across some frankly very questionable consoles, but I also got this one-of-one Xbox that is quite literally the rarest console I've ever seen. So guys, welcome to an episode of
Gamer Garbage.
So guys, here in this box, I have one of the wildest 360s I've ever seen. You'll understand in a second. Let me show you. Bro, what? Are you kidding me? But anyways, you can see the top, it's pretty dang dirty. There's a lot of dirt and crap on it. Don't look at the front yet. I'll show that to you in just a second. But looking at the back, you can see it's been opened up clearly before because there's like wear and tear all over it. Here on the bottom, we've got a bunch of crap, whatever you want to call this. And guys, here on the front, we got the star of the show. We've got the big old FU. And not only an FU, we got what is this, crayon, marker, something all over the front. There's even some like dents in the power button. We've got the Xbox highlighted with black. And not only is it FU in black, it's also FU in yellow behind it for some depth field effect right there. And also, why is this broken? I don't know, man. Let's go ahead and plug it in though and see what happens. All right, console plugged in. Let's go ahead and turn it on. We got power, and it's disk drive just opened by itself. That's awesome. I wonder why. I'm not surprised at all. And oh yeah, we got some profiles here. We got disk closed boot 54. Got DL970. This guy. This is the guy that wrote FU on the front. You can just tell. We also got Jason, LCP Records, and Player One. All right, most of them are Xbox Live profiles, so let's go ahead and check them out though. Hey, we're actually on a slightly older dashboard. It's not like NXT or Blades, but it's a little bit older. And this guy was last playing PGA Tour 12 back in 2012. Hexac HD as well. Nothing special there. Let's see if there's any games on this console. Please. Nothing. Literally nothing. It's supposed to be a 60 gig hard drive, I think. Oh, never mind. It's 20. Wait, hold on. I didn't even notice. The hard drive also says "Screw you" in yellow. Wow, dynamic. I love the different fonts and variations here. But anyways, let's check out the storage device. We have memory unit built in, also 20 gig hard drive without much on it at all. That's okay. That's interesting. Let's check out these other profiles. I really hope they have some messages on them. Like DL970 definitely got to have something on his profile. Like, right? Nope. Nothing. All right, let's go ahead and toss the game inside and see if it'll read. It says the tray is already open, even though it's not. Okay, now it's closed, but it's still opening. Yes, I love it. I love it. Thank you, Xbox. Holy crap, it's reading. Yo, let's go. And I was just looking at the listing too, and it does say in the description that it's for parts or repair because the disk drive doesn't read. Yes, it only opens when it wants to, and it doesn't really read discs, but it's reading this one, so better than I thought it would be. And honestly, the real kicker with this console is it was listed for $2,000 on eBay, and I made an offer for 50 bucks, which was probably too high, and I won. He accepted it. And guys, for the garbage score on this one, I'm gonna go 9 out of 10. Like it's pretty dang close to being pure garbage, but not quite there because it does mostly work. But I will sell this console on Whatnot in an upcoming live stream, so I'll put the link down below or QR code on the screen. But guys, let's move on to our next console. All right, guys, and here we should have a 360 plus some games from Goodwill. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, we got a big old bubble wrap blob. That's nice. Oh, and I see some games in here, and I see some good games. Hold on. Oh, baby, we pull out some games here. Got a controller as well, which looks a bit nasty, but it's something. Also got a power cord and a HDMI, which is good to see. And let's first take a look at this console here. So you can see we got a 360 Slim here. It's a bit beat up, but it is a matte console, so it's not quite as hard to see all the scratches. Now, is there a hard drive inside? Let's hope so, and nope. So it probably has 4 gigs built in. And like I mentioned, got the controller here, and it's got some nasty gamer juice in the side, which is quite, oh, actually, hold on. I feel batteries inside. And wow, they're not corroded. And like I said, we also got some games here, and we've got some honestly unique games that I don't see very often, and actually a game I've never even heard of. What is this? Generate Rex, Agent of Providence. Pretty clean on the inside, but kind of beat up on the outside. Also got Jurassic Park, the game, which is cool. Got the classic MW2. Got Star Wars Force Unleashed, and this thing is dusty, man. It's even got some nice little gunk on the back. And yo, we got a GameStop receipt. Let's go. Oh, this is funny. This person returned 2 games because they did not like the games and then bought Generator Rex and Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Got Marvel Ultimate Alliance, got Lego Batman, Connected Ventures, best game of all time, of course, NBA Jam as well. Also got Iron Man in a black case and the game's falling out, which is just awesome. And last but not least, we got Skylanders, which is, yeah, woohoo, yippee. But guys, let's go ahead and plug in the console and see if it works. All right, plugged in. Any game inside? And nope. Anyways, boot it up here. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. It looks like it actually was factory reset. Yep, 4 gigs built in, and yeah, it's factory reset. Okay, all right. You don't see that too often, but let's go ahead and check out one of these games. We'll try out Iron Man 2 here because it was a little bit beat up. Okay, well, no problem there. It's booting right up. That's great to see. Let me go ahead and try out one more game here. I'm gonna try out this Generator Rex game and see what this is. I also just noticed this controller is working perfectly fine with the old batteries and everything. I honestly thought I was using a different, like my personal controller, but no, I'm using the same controller that came with this lot. We are booted up into Generator Rex now, and it looks like some kind of robot style game where I'm a human with robot hands or something. I'm probably about to beat somebody up. I don't feel like waiting around for this, but next up, guys, I do want to try the internet on this thing because I don't know why. I just got a feeling that maybe it's banned. I always like to check, so let's go ahead and verify. Oh man, we connect to the internet and it immediately takes me back to that stupid Xbox update with the the 6 little tiles that are covering half the screen and the stretched out Play Generator Rex photo right there, which is just great. We'll go ahead and verify it does connect to Xbox Live here. And yep, it does. Okay, so it's not banned. I don't know. I got a feeling because this guy was returning games to GameStop, aka renting them for 7 days and returning to GameStop. If you know, you know. But let's go back and yeah, but I don't know. It works. Now, garbage score, I'm going to go 2 out of 10 on this one because it's not perfect, but it works great. Now, guys, next up, we have this massive box that apparently has a 360 that is quite literally the rarest 360 I've ever seen in my entire life. Now, I do want to thank Tyler from Living Gain Technology for sending this console over for me to check out. I'll put a link to their website down below so you can check them out. So thanks again to them, but let's go ahead and see what's inside of this monstrosity. So they sent a few very rare consoles, but this one down in the corner, I believe, is the rarest. So we'll start with this one here, and the other 2 you'll see in a future video sometime soon, so make sure to stay tuned. And you know what, guys? We're going to glove up for this one because I don't want to get this thing too dirty because it's special. And go ahead and cue up the dramatic music because we're about to pull this bad boy out, and holy crap. Don't really know what I'm getting myself into, but apparently this is like a one-of-one console. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is a Because of You, You Are the Controller Kinect Special Edition 360 that I think is literally a one-of-one console, which we'll discuss here in just a second. But you can see on the bottom we have this cool graphic of the Kinect. We got the whole purple and green waving accents there with the Kinect logo at the bottom. And yeah, you are the controller because Kinect, that was how it was. Then here on the front, wow, we got this purple faceplate, entirely purple with Kinect branding there on the front. The 360 disc drive looks normal, except it's black with a silver trim. Okay, that's kind of cool. And here on the top, it is white with the green and purple again, the waving accents. And this is built into the console. It's not a skin or anything. This is the shell. So it came straight from Microsoft. Again, I believe it's a one-of-one console. And flipping to the back, you can see, actually, has this thing been opened up before? Wait, what? Hold on. So this there's a warranty seal missing here. I wonder if this ever had a warranty seal. And also, I will mention that down here, we're missing 2 rubber feet, which, like, even on the dirtiest consoles ever, dirtiest 360s ever, I almost never see rubber feet missing, so that's a little strange. So now I'm getting concerned that maybe this console won't turn on. I'm actually not sure if it's a working console or not. But you can see it was manufactured in November of 2010, and yeah, this sticker is actually pulling up a little bit as well. So that's a little strange. And looking at a console this rare, you start to think, like, could somebody fake this thing? And I don't think so, but maybe. And looking at the sides, it's black, just like a normal 360 Slim. And yeah, let's see if there's a hard drive in the side here. There is. Okay, it's 250 gigs. Okay. So hopefully this thing has some stuff loaded on it. Maybe it's got some special I hope it has some special videos and games on it. Like one-of-one games, one-of-one videos. I'm not quite sure, but we'll find out here in just a second. But other than that, I think it looks fairly normal. But let's go ahead and hop into what this console actually is before we turn it on. And actually, one other thing I want to mention before that, you can actually see the 360 branding kind of shining through right there, just barely. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a closer look at what this console actually is now. And taking a look at the consolevariations.com website, which in case you don't know is basically a place to see all the console variations. And you can see the rarity score is 100. It's legendary. You got 20 people who say they want this and 5 people who say they own this, which is interesting because you scroll down and you can see the amount produced estimate is between 1 and 50 and the amount produced exact is 1. So I don't know how accurate any of those are, but you can see it was a giveaway to the 24th millionth buyer of the Kinect hardware. So yeah, not sure if this originally came in like a bundle of some sort or came in a box. I really don't know, but it seems to be either one of one or one of like maybe 10. But let's plug it in and see what's on it. All right, console's plugged in. Let's go ahead and see if there's like a special boot up sound here. So let's go ahead and start with the power button. Hold on. Oh, okay, that scared me. It was just my power plug was not plugged in. Let's go ahead and try this again. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so it has a normal sounding boot up, which is kind of unfortunate, honestly. And we'll try the disk drive here first. And yep, that's completely normal. Shoots out like a 360 Slim usually does. But let's go ahead and sync up our controller and get connected here. Okay, and synced up. And it looks like this thing was factory reset, or maybe it might have actually just been taken back to these settings and not actually factory reset, which we'll take a look at here in just a second. Okay, so booting up here, let's check out the hard drive first. We'll scroll down to storage. We've got 228 gigs free, so it is a 250 gig hard drive, which tells me that there must not be anything on the video player here. Dude. Oh man, I honestly wonder if the person who originally had this like sold it or something and factory reset it, and maybe it had some like special stuff on it, but they factory reset it, so it's not there anymore. But guys, let's go ahead and I guess let's toss a disc inside and see what happens. So we'll pop in Just Cause 2 here. And yeah, sure enough, boots right up. So it's a fully working 360 Slim, 250 gigs. It just doesn't have anything on it, but I have one more thing to look at that might actually show us something. Let's check out the recent tab here, which, no, it just shows Xbox Video and Xbox Music, which is what I just looked at. That's tragic, man. I'm kind of wondering what happens when you connect to the internet, though, because maybe there's like a flag on the system that it's a special system, so let's plug it in. All right, plugged in. We'll go ahead and test our Xbox Live connection, because wouldn't it be tragic if this thing was banned? Like, the one console on Earth like this is banned. That'd be wild, but let's check. And nope, it wants to apply a system update, which I'm not going to do. And guys, I got to tell you, this is the one console in this video that will not be sold on my Whatnot stream. I can't sell it because it's not mine. I got to send it back, so sorry about that. But for garbage score, I'm going to go 5 out of 10, because as much as I want it to be a 1 out of 10, like for how rare this thing is, there's not enough juice to it. I was hoping there'd be something else cool about it, like a cool sound, maybe something cool loaded up on the console. But as far as I can tell, it's just the shell, which again, very, very cool, especially for how rare it is, but just wanted a little bit more. So guys, let me know what you think about this thing, but let's go ahead and move on to our next console. Now here in this box, we should have an Xbox 360 that looks like it could be on an old dashboard, but let's go ahead and open it up and find out. All right, pulling it out, you can see it looks a little bit jank here. So we have the entire front faceplate missing, which is never a good sign. The warranty seal is gone. So yeah, this thing might have been opened up and attempted repair. Oh yeah, definitely opened up. You can see all the wear and tear on the back here. Manufactured in 2006, no HDMI port. So definitely was on the Blaze dashboard at some point in time, but is it now? I don't know. And will it even turn on? Probably not, but fingers crossed, man. All right, console is plugged in. Let's go ahead and hope and pray this thing turns on. Okay, we got power. The disk drive is, holy crap, what is it doing? Yo, yes, 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 yes. It's freaking turning on. Come on, Blaze. It's either Blaze or NXE. Let's go, NXE, my boy. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about now. Let me take a step back and revisit this whole disk drive situation, because what? Freaking sounds like I'm in a trench getting shot at. Like, what is that sound? But oh boy, we're hype right now. We got the NXE dashboard. Let's go ahead and scroll around just a bit. There's not a whole lot to see because there's no hard drive on this bad boy. But actually, you know what there is? I got some hard drives from Goodwill. Let's go ahead and pop one on and see what's on it. All right, got a 60 gig hard drive here that could, 60 gig kind of screams old hard drive to me. So let's go ahead and see what's on this thing. Doesn't even recognize it. What? Seriously? Okay, now it's showing up, and we got some videos and themes. Okay, so we got wireless accessories. Okay, this hard drive is definitely from an old 360s. That makes sense. Got some themes as well. Yeah, these are definitely always on old 360s. And we got Internet Explorer under games, dude. That's when you know this console is old. But guys, let's go back and revisit the whole disk drive situation and see if we can get this thing open. So just by the way, it is flashing like crazy, which means there's definitely a disk drive issue. Then it has this nasty noise and doesn't even try to open. So maybe I can pry it open. There we go. Yep, I'm spinning the little wheel there so I can get it open, and I think it's coming out now. Maybe, oh, come on. There we go. All right, it's coming out now, and is there even a disk drive band in there? Wait. No wonder it's not working. The whole tray just popped out. Who did this, dude? So I'm pretty sure we're missing some gears in there. You can see, let me point to it. So usually, the disk drive band, I believe, goes around that little piece right there and then over to a piece over here, but I'm pretty sure that piece is missing because I don't see where it goes. Now, every disk drive is a little bit different, so it might go in a different spot. That's rough and something I'm not going to be fixing. So let's go ahead and just, I guess, put this back in where it came from. Who did this, man? What is wrong with you? But just for nostalgic purposes, we'll scroll around a little bit. So Game Marketplace, Video and Music Marketplace. You got the Friends tab with the meet and greet, dude. Throwback. Inside Xbox. Got events. Clear your calendar for some events, man. And we can even pull up that wireless accessories video here, which probably won't play, but we'll try it anyway. What do you know? I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it. And now it's playing the video. Dude, what a boss. But anyways, guys, for Gamer Garbage score on this one, I'm gonna go 1 out of 10 because it's awesome. We got the console itself kind of sucks, but we're on NXT dashboard, so like I'll take it any day of the week. And this console will be sold in an upcoming Whatnot stream, so I'll put a link down below and a QR code on the screen. But guys, let's go ahead and move on to our next console. Now, we're looking at a lot of 360 today, but in this box we have a PS3 Fat with some accessories and maybe some games, but let's open it up and find out. Oh yeah, we got some games. Let's go. We got them all rubber banded up. That's kind of funny. Also have, what is this packaging? So we got a power cord, HDMI cable, a couple controllers, which appear to be in decent condition. Also got a stack of, yo, we got NCAA Football 14. Heck yeah, let's go. Now the game's not worth as much as it used to be, but in case you didn't know, this game was worth like a year ago. It was worth, wait. No shot. They sent me cases with no game inside. No shot, dude. Hold on. All the other ones have games inside. Let's check out this stack too. Dude, every case has a game inside except for the most valuable one, which is NCAA Football 14, which is why I paid a lot for this. Hold on, man. Dude, that's crazy. They literally say in the description, all games are in their proper cases. Sure about that? That's absurd. All right, maybe they left it inside the console. I really hope so, but let's check. All right, guys, so here's the console, and it's clearly, oh my gosh, what is this? We have Live Life Proof. I don't know what that's in reference to, but we also got a Turtle Beach sticker and more Turtle Beach, and then a Life Proof thing down here. Life Proof, is that like a phone case thing? I vaguely remember that, but it's clearly not a backwards compatible console. We do have a warranty still intact, and it's the model number CECH L01, probably like a 40 gig, 80 gig maybe. Let's go ahead and, I guess, plug it in, and hopefully NCAA Football 14 is inside. I'm gonna lose my mind if it's not. All right, plugged in, let's turn it on, and okay, we got power. I don't see a blue light here for the game inside. Dude, yeah, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, it's not inside. What a joke, man. And the crazy part is about this, I bought this like 2 months ago, so I'm out of any kind of window to message them and be like, hey, you forgot the disc. Let's go to the main menu here and try to test a game and see if this console even works. It probably doesn't, but let's find out. Of course, the file system's corrupted as well. What else is wrong with this thing, man? And now the console screen is just black. Can't make this up, man. Now the screen is yellow. Are you guys seeing this too? What is this? What in the world? Let's try a little Humpty Dumpty here. Maybe this will fix it. Wiggle her around. There we go. I had to do a little bit of wiggle right there, and now it's fine. That's absurd. All right, so it's factory reset. Let's go ahead and check out the system software date, or I mean, what system software we're on. So 4.89. Looks like it was maybe upgraded or updated here. Let's go ahead and pop a game inside. We'll pop in one of the games that actually came, which is MLB 12 The Show, worth about $2 instead of the game that's worth about $40, which is just awesome. And that's pulling it in better than I thought it would be. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's working. So this console, surprisingly, it's a fully working fat console, but we're missing the game, which is why I paid so much for this whole bundle. Well, if you guys want to buy this console or these games, I'll be listing them on Whatnot. I'll put a link down below, QR code on the screen. But garbage score, I mean, it's like, this no doubt 10 out of 10 all day. Let's move on. Now, guys, in here, I should have an MW2 360 that I bought from Goodwill that's untested, so hopefully it works, but let's find out what's inside. Yo, let's go, man. Such a sick console. Let's go ahead and check out the condition on this bad boy. Hopefully it looks good, and yeah, so far so good. On the bottom, it looks pretty solid, and unfortunately on the front we are missing the little silver piece on the disk drive, which is interesting. I'm not quite sure why, but we do have the correct faceplate, which is great because usually these things are missing. Then here on the top looks pretty good as well. It's got some scratching, but not bad. And then the side is a 120 gig hard drive, and I think this is the same one that came with the console. I think there is a chance it came with a 250, but 120, I'll take it. It's pretty solid. Now looking at the back, we have a manufacture date of 2009, so it should be a Jasper console. It's also got a little sticker there, like somebody tested it and certified it at some point. And then, you know, the missing disk drive in the front concerns me a little bit, but let's go ahead and, I don't know, plug it in and see what this thing can do. It was making a rattling noise for a second, but hey, it's booting up. Okay, let's go ahead and see if there's a game inside, and it's stuck. Okay, so that probably explains why somebody must have torn off the front trying to get into it, and it looks like this thing is actually factory reset. Hold on, what? Yep, and sure enough, booted into the main menu. It looks like we have a 120 gig hard drive, and sure enough, it is factory reset, which is surprising to see. But guys, let's go ahead and see if we can get this disk drive open. So yeah, not opening like so. Let's pop off the front faceplate here, and it looks like the warranty seal is still intact. Let's go ahead and see if I can give it a good old slap, and yep, there it comes. Cool. So obviously no disc inside, which is kind of unfortunate. And unfortunately, pulls itself back in. But let's go ahead and swap out the rubber band on this console, and that'll help it out a little bit. So guys, we'll first start by just pulling this rubber band out of here. It's actually a belt, I guess you could call it. And once you've done this a handful of times, it's pretty easy to get out. And you can see that thing is very stretched out. So basically that makes the disk drive not pull out and retract back in correctly. And next up, it's good to clean it out a little bit. Just get some isopropyl alcohol and a Q-tip and try to clean the little wheel in there, just a little bit at least. Ideally, you want to open the console up and clean it, but you know, it's a lot easier to do this than opening the entire thing up. And yeah, while this is not perfect, it's a lot better than just leaving it as is. And you can see we've got a good bit of dirt on those Q-tips, the Q-tip ends there. We'll just grab a new band I have here that's, as you can see, a lot smaller. And then I just then I wrap it around those wheels in there. And let's go ahead and see if this thing will close and open now. Yay, there we go. It opens up perfectly fine now. Now, I will say these bands aren't perfect and they take a while to stretch out, but anyways, this is better than we had it. So let's go ahead and pop a game inside and see if it'll read now. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So the game is booting up and the console works fine after I replace the bands, so this console's good to go. And for garbage score on this one, I'm gonna go 4 out of 10 because it's closer to not being garbage than garbage because it does work, but it needed a little bit of TLC. And also, this console will be listed on Whatnot. I'll put a QR code on the screen and a link down below and some details about when the shows are. But guys, let's go ahead and move on to our next console. Now in this box, we should have 4 untested Xbox 360s from Goodwill, so let's open it up and see what's actually inside. All right, guys, pulling the consoles out here. As you can see, we have 4 360s. They appear to all be slim, so let's go ahead and start with this first one. All right, and the first one here actually appears to be in very nice condition. It's got a little bit of dust and grime inside the fan vent there, but other than that, it looks really good. Let's check out the hard drive, see if there's anything in there. We got a 250, nice, okay. All right, and next up we have a glossy 360, which I personally don't like as much because, yeah, that's what happens with a glossy 360. And let's check out the hard drive on this one. And okay, again, 250 gigs, that's awesome. And other than the giant bubble wrap marks, it looks pretty solid. It's not too scratched up. All right, now next one here is also a matte 360. You can see that one looks pretty solid as well. And hard drive, nothing inside of there. All right, and last but not least, one more matte 360 here, which again, looks pretty solid. This one's a bit more beat up than the other ones were. And also the side has a lot of dust, but let's go ahead and see if there's a hard drive in this one, and there is not. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start the first console, plug it in and see if it works. All right, console plugged in. Let's go ahead and see if it powers on. Okay, we got power there. Not sure if I heard a disc in there or not, and nope, nothing in there. But hey, the good news is this thing's booting up, and we got a few profiles here. We got Bunker Diagram 49 with 49 gamer score. Also got Cheshire Piglet with 10,000 gamer score, and his name is Ad. Another one here with 10 gamer score. Let's go ahead and try out Cheshire Piglet and see what his save data looks like. Okay, his message is Zug Zug. No idea what that means. And also his shirt looks like a soccer jersey from England, I think. And you guess he's in law school? No, but he lives in Cincy. Oh, Cincinnati, all right. Last played Shoot Mini Robots. Never heard of that one. Okay, it looks like an arcade game for the 360, so actually that leads me into something we're gonna look into in just a second, see if that game is downloaded on this 360, because it might make it worth a little bit more because you can't download 360 games anymore because the marketplace is gone. But as you can see, first played back in 2010. All right, guys, let's go back to the games here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we got some downloaded games. So we have Ascend, Hand of, I don't know how to say that, Forza 4, Halo 4, those are disc-based games. And yeah, sure enough, we got Shoot Mini Robots on here, full game. Come on, please work. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. And yep, sure enough, here it is, booted up and playing, and you can, what is that? Just slide around with this bare carpet on the floor. But yeah, for context, in case you don't know, the marketplace on the 360 shut down about a year ago, so you can't legally download games anymore that were digital only. So this is kind of a nice little piece to find here. Checking out the hard drive, you can see, sure enough, it is 250 gigs, and there's not a whole lot going on except for some games and game save data. But let's go back and check out the next profile as well. So Bunker Diagram here didn't play very much, and you can see he's got I guess a custom shirt on, but that's about it. All right, well, let's go ahead and pop a game inside of this thing and see if it reads up. So we got MW2 here. We'll pop it in the disk tray. You can see the disk tray is working perfectly fine. Not too surprising considering how clean this console is, but let's go ahead and see if it'll read. And yep, loads up just fine. So it's a perfectly normal 360 here with 250 gigs, which is very solid these days. But guys, let's go ahead and turn this console off and move on to our Glossy Slim here. All right, so let's go ahead and turn it on. We got power, and this one also had 250 gigs, so hopefully there's something good saved on it. Go ahead and pop the disk drive open. Again, nothing in this one either. And oh, for some reason our aspect ratio on the screen is 4:3 instead of the normal 16:9. We have a crap ton of profiles with Emma, Eric, my love, Hinaku, Julian, Justin, Measuring Data 39, Mom, Sarah, Stomping Pig 93. What's with all the pigs today? What is going on? But the most gamer score on any of them is Justin here with 2,800 gamer score. So I guess we'll start here and then we'll check out the Xbox Live profiles and see what's on them. So Justin's here's got that classic suit on. Last played GTA 5 and who knows when because it's offline. Was also playing some Virtua Tennis 3 and some UEFA Euro 2008. Some soccer game, nice. Okay, let's see if there's any games downloaded here. We got Kingdom for Keflings, the demo, of course. Hexag HD, Peggle, Pinball FX, and U-Draw Instant Artist, but of course you need a disc for that one, so that does us no good here. All right, well, let's go ahead and pop a disc inside of this thing, see if this one will read as well. Ooh. unrecognized disc. Let me check a different disc because this one's gotten a little bit finicky over time because I've tested it so many times. Let's try a different 360 game. All right, I got Just Cause 2 here. One of the best games of all time. Let's go ahead and toss this bad boy in. Okay, thank goodness. This one's loading up. All right, so my MW2 game that I've been testing for years is just kind of starting to go bad. And I've just remembered I should probably test this thing out and see if I can actually change the aspect ratio. And no, it's fine. All right, cool. So sweet, this console's good to go as well. Just like the last one, 250 gigs, good to go. Let's go ahead and move on to our next console here. And guys, I will be selling these consoles in an upcoming live stream on Whatnot, so go ahead and check that info out down below. But let's go ahead and plug in our third console here. Hopefully there's something inside the disc tray here. Hopefully, please. All right, power on. Disk drive, please, 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 please. Yes, let's go. Let's go. We got a game, Madden, but it's Madden 11. I guess I'll take it as free, and actually it might not even work because this thing's got so many smudges and scratches on it that, yeah, doesn't look very good. But let's go ahead and, again, another one that's in 480p. All right, but we got GS Node W31 all day signed in already. Okay, and never mind, I've been proven wrong. The game is loading up just fine. Okay, maybe it'll crash at some point in time. Now let's go ahead and check out this profile first. We got, again, however you want to pronounce this. He's got some boxes in the background for some reason. Plus played at Madden NFL 11, which makes sense. FIFA 14 back in 2015. Played some Red Dead Redemption back in 011. I was about to say 011, 2011. But let's check out the games next up. We got Kingdom for Keflings. It's all the standard stuff again, nothing special. Any videos? And yeah, we got a Bioshock Infinite E3 teaser. That's something. That's kind of cool. I guess it has 4 gigs built into this console because there's no storage, or there's no hard drive as we saw. But yeah, there is 4 gigs built into the unit, which is good to see. Yeah, console's good to go as well. Reads games. Comes with a free one as well, which is cool. But let's go ahead and move on to our 4th console. And again, this console will be listed on Whatnot as well. All right, got this console plugged in. Let's go ahead and turn it on. And oh yeah, there's definitely something inside. Something good. Wait, hold on. What is that? World of Outlaws. Sprint Cars. That's a new one. Never heard of that one, and it's got a bunch of smudges on that one. Whatever, it's fine. It's a free disc. And booting up here, sure enough, we got 2 profiles. Got JMac and Robert. Let's go ahead and check out JMac with 725 gamer score. All right, JMac, what you got here? We got achievements. Last played the Sprint Cars game. Again, never heard of this before. First played Battlefield 2 back in the day. Okay. Any games downloaded? Probably not because there's only 4 gigs built in. And it's just giving me an infinite spinning wheel. Yeah, that's not good. Hold on. Let's go ahead and check out the storage here. Yeah, so whenever the storage devices are not loading, that means the storage on board is probably starting to go corrupt, which is unfortunate. But I guess for now, let's go ahead and throw a disc inside and see if this thing will read up. And sure enough, this one reads games as well. Now let me go ahead and look this game up and see when it came out, see what it's worth, get some sort of details. Okay, well, it's worth almost $10 for disc only, so that's not bad at all. And it came out back in 2010. All right, man. I'm going back. The storage unit is working now. Okay, so we got a memory unit here with some demos. Yeah. Oh, we got NFS The Run demo, partially downloaded, I think. And gamer score for these consoles, I'm gonna go with 3 out of 10 because they're a little bit dirty, but they all work fine for untested consoles, which is great, and 2 free games. I'll take it, man. But guys, let's go ahead and move on. I spent hundreds of dollars on mystery Xbox 360 and PS3 consoles, and in this video, we're gonna unbox them, test them out, and see what kind of interesting stuff we can find. Now here's the thing, in the past I've come across anything from consoles worth over $10,000 to consoles with some crazy mods, so let's see what we find in today's episode of
Gamer Garbage.
Now in here is a couple of modded consoles from a viewer. Let's see what's inside. Okay, so first the MW2 console, which is in pretty decent condition, except for the fact that we have a giant piece of duct tape on the corner, that's something that's interesting. All right, plugged in, let's see if this turns on. And let's see, the disk drive opens here. It does, sweet. Oh, I just noticed something though, hold on. Look at this. Okay, so the sync button is just gone from the faceplate. That's kind of tragic and actually makes it pretty hard to press the sync button without taking the faceplate off. All right, one of the controllers works here, so let's go ahead and scroll around. We got Gamer Pro 3704868. I guess that's the guy who sent this to me, I would assume. Looks like he was last playing Halo 3 back in November of 2024, so pretty recent for a 360. You don't see that all that often. Any games downloaded? Nope, nothing there. That's kind of tragic considering we have a 250 gig hard drive here. That's about it on the console though. Let's go ahead and open the tray up and see if one of these games works. So we'll try out Left 4 Dead, which is one of the games he sent me. See if this will read up. Game looks pretty solid. Wait, hold on. I just noticed this console is modded. It's got blue fans. Hold up. Nice, so I guess we have some aftermarket fans there. No idea how they compare to the original fans, but I don't know, they sound actually a lot quieter. But it's just kind of sick seeing some blue fans glow out the back, and yeah, the game is loading up, so sweet, this console is working. This is such an interesting lot of stuff. We have this little note from the guy I bought it from. So hi Jacob, I wanted to make this note to thank you for buying my items, also for being awesome. I watch your channel every day. Hope you enjoy the items that I sent. You can see some more details down below from Dustin. It's cool, so thanks for sending this over, Dustin. And again, if you guys want to send me anything or sell me anything, I'll put a link down below where you can trade in some stuff to me. So we have a fat PS3. It looks looks like it's a non-backwards compatible model, but of course it is modded so we can play old games on it as well. And it's a CECH L01. Also got some games here. You can take a look if you want to. We got some that are just handwritten in, which is kind of funny. Got Minecraft right here. Let's go ahead and see if Minecraft's actually inside. Yeah, it is. So it's Assassin's Creed Revelations turned inside out. That's funny. Also got some controllers and then this wand with the yellowest bubble that, whatever you want to call this thing on the top that I've ever seen. Okay, PS3 plugged in, and I actually forgot to mention it came with one of these like iToy things for the PS3 as well, which I've actually never used on the PS3, but let's go ahead and see if it turns on. Got power, and I'm pretty excited for this one because it is supposed to be modded. Yo, he's got the PS2 background. Dude, that's sick. Nice choice there. We also have Five Nights at Freddy's. We got Flappy Bird's Family. Excuse me? GT Academy 2013. Is that Gran Turismo Academy? I guess so. Lua Player. I'd never heard of that. Also got Mana Guns Nightly 4A11FA4. I don't know what that means. Then we got our mod menu there. PSN patch. PSP remaster launcher. All right. Also got some photos. Yo, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's my man right there, Dustin, I think. I'm gonna blur him out because I don't want to like expose how he looks, but like, yeah, he's taking some photos in Sports Champions 2. That's actually awesome. Dude, I wish I saw some more PS3s. That's awesome. It looks like we got a 1 terabyte hard drive in here. That's dope. All right, let's go back and check out some of the stuff on here. So first of all, we're gonna check out this message box first. Oh yeah, we got some message invites. That's what I'm talking about. Invite me. Okay, but now we'll check out the PSP Remastered launcher and see what's on this thing. Or maybe not. It says an error occurred. Okay, let's try the next thing here. I don't know what this is, but let's try this. Okay, so we have a bullet bill just bouncing around the screen and a weird noise going on. Oh, we can boost him. Boost. All right, I gotta try out this Flappy Birds. For obvious reasons. Let's go ahead and see what this thing does. Okay, well, it just takes me back to the home menu. All right, try one more time, I guess. This has been kind of tragic so far. Yeah, it just crashed again. All right, that's tragic. Let me try Five Nights at Freddy's. Maybe that'll do something. I'm not expecting much at this point. And nope, nothing there as well. Cool. Well, what can I do on this console? Let's go down and try out our modded menu, and hopefully that'll work. There we go. Finally, something's loading up, and you can see all our games here. Angry Birds Trilogy. You got Black Ops, Guitar Hero, GTA 5, Skate 3, a classic Sports Champions, Orange Box. Also got some retro games, handful of retro games. That's cool. Well, let's start by trying out one of these retro games. We'll try out Lego Star Wars and make sure that boots up. There we go. Loading up. That's more like it. We're getting some working games now. Let's go back and try out the modded menu again and try out a PS3 game now. Okay, and trying out Angry Birds Trilogy from the modded menu now. That is loading up. Now, let's try out this Minecraft game, pop in the disk drive, and see if this will load up. Okay, and the only thing showing up is still Angry Birds Trilogy, despite the fact I just put in a different game. Okay, there we go. I had to restart, and now it's showing up. Let's go ahead and make sure this loads up, though. I've never seen this before on a PS3. It's saying it has like a please wait grayed out sign on top of the game. What? Let's try and connect to the internet. That's random. All right, well, the game's working. So this console, kind of cool. It works, maybe. I don't know, man. I'm gonna go right down the middle at 5 out of 10, because while this is a cool lot, there's just random issues, as you always have with modded consoles and used stuff. But guys, let's go ahead and move on to our next console. But guys, in this box, I have a model of the 360 I did not know existed. It came from eBay. Let me open it up and show you. All right, so out of the box, and yeah, I can already see it. Dude, what is this? I have never seen this before. It's got an embedded refurbished like sticker. It's not actually a sticker, but it's like embedded into the box on the console box itself. It's even here on the right-hand side, even on the, not on the top, but it's on the left-hand side as well. Up there it says refurbished. I mean, it even has a description down here. It says refurbished. This product has been refurbished to its original specifications for electrical something. Unit may contain cosmetic imperfections. I don't know, never seen this before, and I've seen a ton of 360s, but opening this thing up, we've got a 360 here, and obviously this is not straight from Microsoft. This came off of eBay from somebody who I guess got this back from Microsoft at some point in time. Let's go ahead and see what's in here, because maybe there's something else about this that's unique. So first of all, we have a headset here that looks pretty standard. It's very yellow, which is not surprising in the least bit. And next up, we have a 360 controller, which looks like a pretty standard controller here, pretty beat up and well loved. And taking a look at the back, it has no refurbished sticker, but it says LD inside. I don't know if that's from Microsoft themselves or somebody else wrote that in there. And then just a normal power brick and AV cable. Let's go ahead and put that to the side and take a look at this console itself. I'm not sure if it's going to say it has a refurbished or a service date, refurbished date, whatever. We'll see here in just a second. But from the front, looks pretty normal. Got your silver disk drive. And yeah, top and bottom look fine. We've got a 20 gig hard drive. And flipping to the back, okay, so this is a very old console. It's from 2007. It's got an AV port, no HDMI at all. It looks like it's a Xenon console here, which is not the greatest, but also not unexpected being a refurbished console. And yeah, there's no service date or anything here, so I'm not quite sure where this came from. I would have thought if it was like a repaired unit, it would have come back from Microsoft with a service date, but this just must be something completely different. It's just a refurbished unit. Maybe they used to sell them straight from their website. I don't know, man. Let me know down below if you ever bought a refurbished console straight from Microsoft and got a box like this. But guys, let's go ahead and plug this console in and see if it even works. Guys, console plugged in, and it could be on an old dashboard because it's an old Xenon console. So let's go ahead and see. 3, 2, 1. Got power, and this drive is doing something funky. Let's go ahead and see if this thing opens up. And it doesn't. Classic. It's got some good old green stuff right there. I really hope that's not water damage, but here we are, guys. We are booted up. Let's go ahead and see if we can scroll around on this console and if there's anything saved on it. So it looks like it actually might be factory reset. Let's check out the storage. And no, it's got a little bit. So no profiles, but we have some games. That's okay. So somebody deleted their profiles but left all the games in here, I guess. Got a bunch of corrupted downloads. Imperfects, never heard of that before. GTA San Andreas. We got some music though. Nice. Let's see how many songs we got. We got 15 tracks. No idea what any of them are, but we got 2 albums called My Fave and Rage. All right, let's play them. All right, well, truly, yes, half the songs are just people screaming, so I would assume that's the Rage. And the other one seems like just popular music from like 2007, 2008, so yeah, that makes sense. Well, other than that, there's really nothing on the console. Let's go ahead and pop the disk drive back open, though, and toss a game inside and see if it'll read. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. It was truly indeed refurbished at some point in time. It's booting up Just Cause 2, and guys, this console, it works, it's interesting. I don't really know what the deal with the whole refurbished thing is, but guys, garbage score, I'm gonna go 3 out of 10 because it's not really garbage, but it's also not perfect. I mean, it's refurbished, it's all beat up, and it's weird, but yeah, let's move on. All right, so I have a PS3 from Goodwill, and this one is interesting because apparently Goodwill tried to test this PS3, but got a disc stuck in the disk drive while they were testing, so we're gonna see if we can get it out. Let's open this thing up. Okay, and apparently it also came with 3 controllers, which are all in pretty nice condition. We also got a copy of Little Big Planet 2, and oh, this is this is what's stuck inside the disk drive. So looking at the PS3, it looks pretty good, honestly. We got a warranty seal on the side. It's got some scratches and scuffs, but not too bad. No, obviously not a backwards compatible console, but it is an LO1 console, so probably 80 or 40 gigs. But let's go ahead and plug this thing in and see what happens. All right, console turning on, and sure enough, there is a disk drive, or a disk in the disk drive. Let's go ahead and see what happens when I press the button. What? Let's try that again. Dude, this description is so ambiguous. I'll just show it to you, but this is why buying from Goodwill is so sketchy, because they'll just say things that they just don't know what they're talking about, like, frankly. I mean, they say it powers on, but you can't consider this powering on because it powers on and immediately off. Like, let's try something here. First of all, there goes all the dust. And there's our game. Woohoo! Yay! All right, so got the game out at least. In case you don't know what I just did, you hold down the eject button and then flip the power switch on the back, and it'll do the full fan test and also spit out anything that's inside of it, at least as long as the motors are working. Now my room smells like crap because I just blew a bunch of dust out the back. But regardless, this is a 10 out of 10 garbage score because, I don't know, obvious reasons. Let's move on. This thing sucks, man. Now here we have a super rare 360 console. I'm not quite sure what it is, but a company called Living Green Technology sent it to me. I'll put their info down below. They also sent me another rare console recently, but let's go ahead and see what's inside of here. And oh, yo, this thing is sick. All right, let's go ahead and pull it out. And I did just wash my hands to keep this thing ultra pristine. And you can see, first thing you see is on the front, we've got the Launch Team 05 faceplate. And it's called, I think it's called the I Made This 360. So the faceplate's very cool here. Now hopefully this is a legit 360 and somebody didn't just take a normal 360 and slap on a different faceplate and paint the side grills or something. But yeah, you can see Launch Team there. And here on the hard drive side it says, wait, what is that? 22nd of November 2005. So that's the launch date of the 360. That's pretty sick. And dude, look at the details on the hard drive there. You've got the 360 logo, like I don't know what you call that part of the logo on the 360, but that's very cool. Flipping to the back, this console is from, wow, manufactured on the 9th of November in 2005, and hold on, I wonder if this is on the Blades dashboard too. That would actually be next level. I also got the green grill on this side as well, but otherwise it looks like a pretty normal 360. I'm hoping though, when we plug it in, it's not normal. So let's plug it in and try to find out. Now booting up here, I'm hoping there's a cool boot sound or something, so let's go ahead and find out. 3, 2, 1. Nope, just the standard disk drive making a noise when you boot it up, and you can see our rings there flash as per usual. The fan, okay, the fans are ramping up like crazy. There's no AV output. Please don't red ring. Still no output. Let me try the disk drive. Okay, that opens fine. Okay, and still nothing. The fans are going crazy. Let me go ahead and try to turn this thing off and take off the hard drive. Maybe the hard drive is corrupt. All right, hard drive is off. Let's go ahead and turn this thing back on. Oh wait, there it is. Oh, let's go. I unplugged my connections and plugged them back in like 2 or 3 times, and finally it's booting up here. And still not red ring. Now we're not on the Blades dashboard, obviously, but we're on the NXE dashboard, which in case you don't know, came out in like 2009, I believe, or late 2008. And actually this is the Connect version of the NXE dashboard, I believe. Let's go ahead and check what it says. So 12625, yeah, so that's a little bit later in terms of the NXE life cycle. Now let's check out the memory. Oh, I unplugged it. Hold on. And guys, we still got hope that there's something special on the hard drive for the 05 launch team. Like you would hope so, but let's find out. And no profiles, dude, you gotta be kidding me. Let's check out the hard drive here and see if there's just anything on it. Dude, it's factory reset, are you serious? No way. We do have a connected PC though. Bin kill 1, bin kill. Yeah, nothing else on here. Let's go ahead and open the disk drive up and pop a game inside and see if it'll read. I'll be surprised if it does, but you know, it's a 360, anything can happen. So let's pop in Just Cause 2, which I think should be old enough that it'll work on the NXT dashboard here. Wait, what? I haven't seen this in a long time. It booted it up, but it's booting it to like a DVD player, and it says attempting to read media. It thinks it's like a DVD or something. Cool. All right, let me try a different game now. All right, now we got Assassin's Creed 3, which hopefully will work. And ooh, that one's actually playing, but it wants an update. No, I don't want to update. Okay, so it reads some games and not other games. Sounds about right for a 360, but yeah, cool. This console works kind of. It's blowing like crazy. It's actually, it's like lukewarm air coming out. So this thing, man, this thing needs a good old thermal paste swap. And guys, for garbage score, I'm gonna go 5 out of 10 because as cool as the design of the console is, like the faceplate is awesome, the hard drive is awesome, the sides are awesome. Like I just want a little bit more here. Like I want a cool boot up animation, a cool boot up sound, maybe a special video loaded to the hard drive, especially for the launch team. And maybe that was on there, but this thing's been factory reset. So I'm going to 5 out of 10. And guys, I'm not selling this console on Encore because I can't, gotta send it back. But guys, let's move on to the next console. Okay, so here guys, I have a 360 from a viewer that's apparently smelly. That's what he told me. So let's open this thing up and find out what's inside. Okay, so I got a note here from Marco, and basically he says he was walking his dog one day and his neighbor was throwing out a bunch of stuff, including a 360. So he got the 360 and he hasn't tested it out because he doesn't have a power cord for it. And he says it smells bad. So I don't know, man. I might need some gloves for this. All right, so pulling the console out, and doesn't really smell to me. Okay, it's a little stinky. It smells like cigarettes. I mean, I've smelled that so many times on consoles that it doesn't really faze me, although it is pretty stinky. Okay, it is pretty stinky, but I'm glad it's cigarettes and not like, I don't know, it could be something else wild. But let's go ahead and let's take a closer look at this thing. So yeah, the top is dirty, the bottom is very dirty, even the O is straight up gone there, which is interesting. And flipping to the back, we have a manufacture date of 08, and it's got no HDMI port. It must be an Opus motherboard, I believe, and so it's got a hard drive too. Let's plug it in and see what happens. All right, plugged in, 3, 2, 1. Yo, we got a free game. It just opened up on its own. It was like open sesame. Here you go, boy. We got Madden 09, which is random, and I don't know, that's cool. It's a free game, and it came out by itself, and it's booting up. Dude, no, there's no way. Yep, we got StrapBoo1 signed in and everything. That's wild, man. All right, console in one hand, controller in the other. Let's go ahead and scroll around and see what's on this thing. So yeah, we got StrapBoo1 right here. Let's go ahead and check out his profile. 1 shot, 1 kill. Nice. His bio was bang. Madden 09 in 2015, 2K15. Oh, he's playing 2K, so that actually might be a Mike Breen reference. That'd be cool.
Anunoby, DiVincenzo a 3. Bang!
I was first playing back in 09, Def Jam Icon. That's cool. All right, let's go back and see if there's any games downloaded on this thing. We've got no games. Okay. And dude, this thing is filled to the brim. Only 600 megs left. Let's go ahead and see what other games he was playing here. Internet Explorer. I love it. That good stuff, man. Let's see if there's any demos. Yeah, there is the demo is like half downloaded. Classic 360 stuff there. Got my favorite Avatar item of all time. FFC 00631 E2 C935995 E74D5308CE. Any music here? Let's see. Yo. The good cheese. He's got the good cheese. He's got Life Change, R&B hits, slow jams, and a bunch of unknown albums here. Dude, that's sick. 80 tracks. Change the Game, intro, Keep on Dreaming, Warriors, and a bunch of just tracks here. All right, let's pop this Madden 09 back in and see if it'll read. Nope, it just pops back out. Come on, you can do it. Oh yes, it closed. Let's go. Bro, no way. I mean, dude, I've done this rant so many times at this point, but it's so sad that companies are selling refurbished consoles that don't work. And you can pick up a console out of the trash covered in mud and dirt and who knows what else, diapers, and it works fine. It's absurd, and it's embarrassing for people selling refurbished consoles that don't work. Frankly, it's just embarrassing. But guys, if you got an interesting console you want to send me, I'll put a link down below so you can fill out a form and send that to me. I'll pay for your shipping label to send it to me and put it in a video like this. I'm gonna go 1 out of 10 on this one because it's so dirty, but it's absurd that it works. But let's move on to our next console. Now guys, this console here, it looks normal from the outside, like a really small box, but wait till you open it up, because I'm excited for this one. Let me show you. Hey, there it is. Okay, so first of all, we got some controller cords, all that kind of good stuff. We got Black Ops 3 here, and then, oh baby. The funny part is, we don't even have a Black Ops 3 console here. We have an MW3 console, and this thing actually appears to be in pretty decent condition. Well, actually, it's kind of hard to tell because the console is meant to look really beat up, and it sure does. Let's go ahead and check out the back of the console here. Warranty seal is still intact, manufactured in 2011, and honestly, this console looks pretty dang good for coming from Goodwill and being untested. And then the game here looks pretty good. It's got a little bit of smudging, but not too bad. We also have a Black Ops digital download code, which I imagine has been used. Yeah, it says only valid till 2017, so probably doesn't work anymore, but you know, who knows, maybe it does. But guys, let's go ahead and plug this thing in and see if it works. So console's plugged in, and unfortunately we don't have the original controller for the MW3 console, but not a big loss. But let's go ahead and listen to this, because this is cool. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Now listen to the disk drive as well. Oh yeah. Now that's limited edition, man. That's what you like to see. But guys, we're booted up here. Let's go ahead and check this console out. And we have 0 profiles here. Interesting. Okay, well, let's see if there's any games downloaded. Nope. Well, is there anything on the hard drive at all? No way. It's factory reset. All right, whatever. At least it's a cool console. Let's go ahead and pop the disk drive open and see if this game will read up. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, booting up. So console works perfectly fine, and it's a limited edition console, so what more can you ask for? Now, gamer garbage score, I'm going to go 2 out of 10. It's kind of tragic there's no save data on here, but it's an awesome console. And guys, in this massive box, it should have a 360 console with some games inside from Goodwill. Let's open it up and see what they actually sent me. All right, guys, everything pulled out here. And first of all, we have this console, which is very, very questionable, really dirty. It's just got like dirt ingrained into the whole thing. And of course, the scratches and scuffs and everything everywhere. And then we have a 60 gig hard drive and console from 2008 here. So kind of old, but it looks like it hasn't been opened up. Also got a couple controllers, and this thing literally is like quite literally covered in mud. I don't know if I've ever seen that on a controller before. And the joysticks are like brown, just absolutely disgusting. And we do have some games here, a lot of Kinect games. We got FIFA World Cup South Africa and Grand Slam Tennis, which is interesting. Another stack of games here, nothing too special to point out. Also have a Kinect right here, that's interesting. Well, let's go ahead and plug this thing in and see what it does. It's untested, so hopefully it works. All right, plugged in. Let's turn the power on and... Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I hear a game inside. Let's go. And it is booting up. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and see what's inside this disk drive. Hopefully it's something good. Come on, fingers crossed. And we got Just Dance 3. So I don't see Just Dance 3 in this stack of games over here. So it's just a loose disk I have, which is interesting. We also got some profiles here like Bella, Dog1, Ed Rules, Heather, Leon, Ime Beast 265. And it just keeps going. They all have a little bit of gamer score. Like they all played for like, I don't know, 3 hours total. And that was about it, except for Dog1 here, who has 5,500 gamer score. So let's go ahead and boot his profile up and see what he was playing. So Dog was playing Just Dance 3, Kinect Sports, a lot of Kinect games here. History goes back all the way to Call of Duty World at War. And let's go ahead and see if there's any games downloaded on this thing. Hopefully we get some demos. Hexag HD, the full game, woohoo. And then a bunch of demos. Okay, so not bad, but mostly demos. Oh, I got some videos as well. Nice. Definitely an old 360. You got Halo 3 announcement. Dude, that's the throwback. All right, let's go and check out the hard drive here. Yeah, hard drive is perfectly normal with a bunch of like Kinect avatar items here, which is kind of funny. Let's go ahead and throw a disc inside though and see if it'll actually read up. Oh, no, of course it's stuck. Dude, really? Come on. Open sesame. There we go. Nice. And yeah, it's loading up, but of course it needs Kinect sensor, so we're not actually going to play. But yeah, console works despite it being in the mud. You know, the dirtier the 360, the better it works. I'm going right down the middle at 5 out of 10 because it works, but this thing is kind of, it's got mud on it. So yeah, let's move on. By the way, just wiped down my table, and that's the dirt from that console. Yeah. So I should have a PS3 Slim from Goodwill in this box, and let's open it up and find out what's special about it. Okay, well, pulling it out, it looks pretty normal so far, except for the fact that it's a whole lot cleaner in the part where they wrapped it at. You can see it's just like dust and stuff down there, which is kind of funny. But otherwise, it looks pretty good. And on the bottom, we have, wait, no way, dude. You guys won't believe this. We have all 4 rubber feet. I seriously cannot remember the last time I saw that on a PS3 Slim. So that's a good sign, or is it? I don't know. Let's plug this thing in though and see what's on it. All right, console plugged in. Let's see if it turns on. And we've got life here, I think. Hey, let's go. It's booting up. Okay, and we got a teal background. That's cool. You don't see that all that often. Of course, just a basic customization, but usually it's like, you know, black or blue. But we've got Chris here and user 1. Let's go ahead and start with user 1 and see if there's anything going on here. We have a message box, friend request, and a couple things sent. Hey, where you at? To Pink Panther 420. It's apparently still trying to sign into PlayStation Network, which is kind of funny. And oh, we got some games. We got Run Sackboy Run. We got Dead or Alive 5. We got Run Sackboy Run again for the PS Vita. Wait, no, they're both PS Vita. What? Corrupted Data, and then Tiger Woods PGA Tour 12, the demo. Okay. I love me some demos, man. But next up, let's see when the save data is last from. So 2018, playing GTA 5. It goes back to 2017. Let's see if there's anything else saved on this thing. Yo. Wait, we got photos? What is this? Sheila. Does it say Sheila? Dude, did he name his NASCAR Sheila? That definitely looks like it's from NASCAR Heat or something, right? Hold on. Yeah, NASCAR 14. Okay, yep, that adds up. We got 120 gigs in here. It's on 4.82, which is, you know, a little bit older for a PS3. Now, next up, let's go and try out Chris here, see what Chris was doing on his profile. Got a nice little smiley face there, which is kind of funny. And scrolling through, still the same games here. We got a little folder though with some games just sorted. And it was also last playing GTA 5 back in 2018. Oh yeah, and Chris has got a lot of save data here. It goes all the way back to 2009. Okay, so you're not quite an OG of the PS3, but pretty close. I'll give it to you. Also Uncharted 2 and NCAA Basketball 2010. If you guys don't know, that's the last time EA Sports made a NCAA basketball game, which is wild to think about. But let's go ahead and scroll around, and actually, I guess next up we can just toss a game inside of here and see if it reads. Well, I made the mistake of trying to install one of the games that was like in a little bubble there, and it's gonna take forever. So we're gonna do a naughty thing here and unplug this thing so I don't have to wait for an hour. Don't worry, I can go back and reinstall it, but hopefully the PS3 is not corrupted itself. It might be, but probably not. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we got a Little Big Planet carding here, which I did not know was a thing until I found this game on the shelf. And by the way, I'll be giving this game away on Encore, so again, QR code on the screen, link down below. But let's go ahead and see if this thing works. And yeah, unfortunately the disk drive is a little slow, but ultimately it pops in there. Let's go ahead and see if it reads, and what do you know? Reads right up. I love Sackboy. Okay, and apparently this is one of those games where you boot it up and it immediately just has to install all the game data before you do anything, which is kind of annoying, honestly. But clearly the game and the console is working. Honestly, 1 out of 10. We got all 4 rubber feet. That's deserving of a perfect garbage score. Hey, if you made it this far, I appreciate it. You've watched a lot of videos here, man, and thanks for watching. And guys, if you like this one, you'll probably like this video here, so you should go check it out. Leave a comment down below and let me know, what is your favorite episode of Gamer Garbage? Again, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.